My video's really blurry.
Oh man,
Oh, this is an exciting game.
Very exciting. Oh, it's time for Dragondarch to get his game. Oh baby.
I am not a fan of these hitboxes.
Yeah, they're a little questionable. Okay. So, Dragondarch, you there? Nope.
Them Thunder Fists.
Wow, that was the wrong your I just used. Pretend I didn't do that.
don't worry, I'm looking the other way.
Good. Look the other way on that one. So Dragondarch, tell me if you see the goal show up. You should have Darkwing Duck for your mystery.
Yeah, I see it.
Good.
It just showed up for me.
Good, good, good.
Ooh, boy, have fun with that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there were a few other choices.
There were some other choices, yeah. Some of them not great.
Yeah, there were at least 2 that were not great. If not 3.
Yeah, when I broadcast in the 256 by 224, it's just terrible. But when I double it, it's fine.
Twitch flat out would not let me broadcast to that resolution. It's like, nope, nope, nope. You gotta have it wider than this. You're gonna have black borders.
Really? I was just broadcasting on Twitch with that resolution like right before the show started.
Well, you use XSplit, right?
Oh, you're using OBS.
Yeah, OBS screamed at me about it and just wouldn't let me do it.
Hmm.
Oh, I saw that message. I didn't know it actually prevented you from streaming.
It would what it was. It wasn't so much that it prevented me from streaming. It just would not change my resolution to what I set it to. It just kept it at my old one.
Hmm.
Let's see that. Stick this in here.
So is it fine if I stream at like 512 by 448 then?
Sure. If you can't stream at the, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm not sure why it's just like really blurry.
Yeah, set the.
Actually, no, it's probably just because my window isn't the exact size.
I wouldn't.
Sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it being blurry on your end. Let me just check how it looks on mine.
No, on the like I'm looking at the hitbox stream.
Oh, are you watching the source
Yeah.
quality too?
It'd probably be fine if I set the window to be that small, but I don't want to do that.
Oh, okay, that's why it's blurry. Then that's no problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
keep it small then. That would be really nice.
I don't want to change the size.
Okay.
Oh, son of a bitch. That's not what I wanted that.
And you're on number 4. Okay.
There it is.
Alright, I think I'm getting the hang of this.
All right, cool.
You better not be.
Better not be.
I'm sorry.
There.
Who all is streaming currently?
I am.
I will be in a moment.
Not I.
Okay. Oh wow. Neat. That's number 2. Yeah, it sucks I gotta make these layouts on the fly here. The layouts that I made last night got blown away when the streams closed, unfortunately.
Wow, this is so weird actually having control of my jump height.
Yeah, forget that.
And it's 2 splits, yeah?
I think so. That sounds right.
First screen transition falling down.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know where that is. Okay.
Ah,
No, I shouldn't do that. That was not that was not where I was supposed to fall down for the screen transition. That was very not where I was supposed to fall for that. That wasn't either. Alright, I should be streaming now.
Okay. You're player number 3.
Yes.
3. Oops, I can't minimize that window. That's not good. Alright, stream number 3 is up.
Oh, that's a hole.
Stream ended. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, it would be really useful if you could keep the streams up and not close them in between doing stuff.
yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to.
It's okay. I mean, this wasn't a problem before, but with the way I'm doing the captures now, I have to remake the scene object every time the stream closes, which I had not accounted for. So hopefully by next time I'll have that one figured out.
Okay, I'm back alive.
Oops. Oh well.
I think I want to be jumping that. I really want to be jumping that.
Okay, the game voting should be available for mystery game for Khananaphone and Omnigamer. Let me know if you don't see a vote thingy show up. Yeah, right now we're just practicing. In case you're wondering what you're watching, these guys are practicing the mystery game, but we're going to start out with a match of Castlevania III. Despite what that graphic says on the side, we're going to be doing Castlevania, or Darkwing Duck will be the second game we play.
Yeah, sir, I'm just having a drop frame. I'm fiddling with the settings a bit.
Drop frames are my favorite.
Can you post the link to the site again? I seem to have lost it.
Okay, just a second.
Yes, I will do the loading.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, it didn't linkify it. Come on, Skype, get with it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, cool.
Aw.
I died and killed the boss, and it gave it to me.
Yeah, I think that works, yeah.
I don't recommend trying it, but if it happens.
What the? Oh, it went down again. Okay.
We got good games here.
Hmm.
No.
Nope, I didn't want that.
How does...
Oh.
Okay, I'll vote. It's like an hour or something before I get to learn what it is, right?
Mm-hmm. Or a little over half an hour, yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay. That's fine, Darkwing. Don't grab the ledge.
Whoops.
Yeah, don't tell Darkwing what to do. He does what he wants.
Yo, I'm telling him he's not going to have the Goonies 2 record very long.
Well, it's been a
That's like
couple
them
days.
apples.
Right.
You had a good run.
What was that, Kanana?
I said he's had it for a couple days. It's pretty
You
good.
got it for a couple days because I ain't been working on it. I'm working on this.
That's right. This is all just a ploy to
Technicality.
keep you from getting that record back. And that's all just a ploy. The Goonies is just to keep you from taking the Deadly Towers record. So, plots within plots here.
You guys
Oh
are
my gosh.
conspiring against me here.
Yep.
Sorry.
Alright, I should be able to keep my stream up now.
Alright, cool. I will try to work out a solution to having to remake this before next time because, you know, sometimes people like to take the streams down. Could drop. We don't want to have to do this every time.
Yeah, sometimes it like
I warn you, my internet might go out at any time. It's not. It hasn't been playing nice these last couple days.
I'll call Time Warner. They're always great about fixing problems. and getting it
I
right
have
the first
Fox.
time. Good old Time Warner.
I'm really not sure what kills these turtles. These red turtle car things. Sometimes
A lot
they
of shots.
Yeah,
I
they seem to
think-
die in like 2 hits sometimes, and sometimes they.
Oh, there's a timeout interval. You have to hit them and then wait until they go back to their normal state and then hit them again. I think that's true with a lot of enemies in this game. It makes Darkwing a little bit different than a Mega Man game in that it's not mashing intensive. There's cooldown intervals on everything, so mashing bullets at things doesn't help you.
What will I do with my mashing skills?
Play Cookie Clicker on the side.
Yes. Sounds good.
That really should be one of the mystery games.
Grab. I broke this wheel.
Is it the one at the top of the building?
Yes.
Yeah, that one's weird.
What a weird choice. I wasn't expecting that it would be this game for mystery game number 2.
Ow.
Well, that's fine. I don't have to play it.
Uh-oh.
That's always a good sign.
I hope it's what I think it is.
I'm just kidding. It's a perfectly fine game. Nothing wrong with it. I wouldn't give you a game that I don't want to play myself. Don't worry.
But you play all kinds of terrible games.
Well, sure, and so will you.
That seems legit. That was too high. That was way too high.
Oh, this fade out. Okay.
Is it what I think it is?
I don't
Figure
know.
out-
You're the only person here besides me who can go in and look at the vote results. So,
Yeah, I'm trying to decipher what the vote results are.
oh, okay, yeah.
We voted completely opposite from each other.
Right.
Please no.
I'm trying to figure out how this system
It's the one.
works.
Okay, it's the one with the lowest sum of numbers and the least disparity between them,
I gotta shoot
because there's a
the
tie in
Oh,
that case.
okay.
All right.
This makes sense now. I like this choice.
Yeah, it's a perfectly fine game.
I tend to vote the opposite of, or something that's the least like a generic platformer. But I'm getting the feeling that that vote did not.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Dead.
You know, I'm looking at all these games, and I like all these games, so...
Yeah,
So there are no bad choices. Excellent.
Exactly.
except for one of them was bad.
Except for one of them was bad. Well, that's fine. There can be one bad one.
Can I try
Right.
uploading a run to make sure it works?
Sure.
Let's see.
No, you can't.
Don't do it, please.
Whoop.
Am I gonna need to load up the SNES emulator at all?
No.
Okay. I couldn't remember if all of them were NES or SNES.
All nest this time.
My favorite.
Who is it, Omni and Khananaphone, that are doing this second mystery game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These are the times on the site GMT.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, UTC.
Ow.
Hide
Why
line.
is this
That's a
guy
great
really on a
choice.
global timer?
Wait, which guy's on a global timer?
The green dudes. That throw knives?
Yeah, I don't think that they're on a screen timer. I think they're on a global timer.
That sucks.
Oh, yeah. So Dragondarch, I don't know if you heard this earlier, but those turtles are there's a cooldown interval, so you can't just mash away at them. You have to wait for them, to recover before you shoot them again.
Yeah, I noticed.
All right.
Are the drops in Darkwing Duck set?
No.
No, they're not. So, getting gas luck is a important part of speedrunning it. I think with this goal you start with enough that you can use a bunch of super arrows and things. But in general, no, you can't count on the drops.
Oh, I didn't even realize we start with the super arrow. Great. Oh, but I usually pick up the electricity thing. I guess I don't have to.
Are you even picking up the electricity?
Yeah, arrow's usually the better weapon because it does more
Yeah.
damage and it lets you bounce off of it.
There have been no updates to the script since it was last posted, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Even though a bug has
Wheels.
been found since then. Dragondarch
All
had a
right.
time of 3 minutes and 60 seconds last night, so
Lovely.
that's something that needs fixing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, still don't know how exactly I did that.
Well, you're just right on. It's
It's like
something.
split. It's like split. 3 minutes,
Right.
60 seconds.
You
Does
hit the
that
right
make 4
subpixel.
minutes?
Yeah, it's just some round off business.
These wheels.
Oh,
The snipes.
I picked up a 1-up.
That'll be useful.
You're ready. These green guys.
Gotta love them. Who doesn't love stuff that's on a global timer?
Like enemy drops.
Alright, I'll be back in just a minute.
The invincibility. The iframes in this game are so short compared to CV3. save stated there. These green guys are gonna ruin so much.
Yep, I hate them.
This one's like on the perfect. Sometimes he's on the perfect global timer to just smack me as soon as I jump up. And this time he wasn't. You asshole.
Fishmen are jerks.
Fishmen and birds and that boss of the four-way goal.
I'm pretty sure we've settled on the left goal and the right goal.
Sounds good. Oh my god.
Oops.
These. What are the hitboxes on these wheels?
5.
They're not where they're supposed to be. I know that much.
Man, this is a lot harder when you turn the backgrounds off.
God, the drop-down mechanics are pretty terrible.
Whoops. I forgot you can stop the arrow.
Right. You can make it drop out of the air by hitting select, I guess. Oh yeah, we got... Well, the timer says 1 minute to go, but probably gonna have to wait just a couple more because we were a few minutes later on the on starting the mystery goal practice.
Okay.
Let's see how fast I can eat a yogurt.
Yep, splits.
No, I should make some.
You should.
So,
Ah. There we go. Okay, so the boss is kind of frantic.
what's the rough latency? At least between voice and the hitbox streams.
6 to 7 seconds, I think.
Okay. So there will be a little bit of foreshadowing.
Yep.
Sure. Alright, let's try the whole goal now. Uh-oh, my internet's puking. Oh, came back.
That's good. We probably need internet for this, I think. There may be some spot we need
Sure,
internet
help.
for.
It's just randomly having points where it's just like, nope, I'm going on a coffee break. You're back.
Well, coffee breaks are nice. Everyone needs a coffee break.
Not my
Oh,
internet.
random fire. I didn't even know that could happen.
Alright, one more thing before we get started. We got some background music to go on here.
Nope.
So tell me if this is too loud, people in the audience.
Well, that was a pretty good
Oh,
run.
it hasn't started yet, never mind.
I guess I should switch over. I think I'm up first, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's too loud. Okay.
I guess I'll switch to Castlevania.
That'd be a
Castlevania.
good plan.
Let's see if I can make Skype
Oh,
louder.
Do?
Alright, can you guys talk for a moment?
Talk, talk.
Talking.
Liking
Hello.
this music.
There's
please.
Hello.
I'm not
There we
very good
go.
at talking.
So I made Skype a little bit louder. I think, hopefully, we have a good mix now.
Kind of get used to hitting R again.
Hopefully it'll be Twitch safe and we won't get our audio muted. But that's fine. It doesn't happen till after the cast is over anyway.
Oh man, it's so weird going back to Castlevania after Darkwing Duck.
Yep.
Advantage.
Okay, so before we start, one last chance to tell me if the mix is bad. Is the audio mix okay or what? People in the audience here. This is as quiet as I can make the music.
I took a listen to the stream audio and it sounds good to me.
Alright, cool.
I will end you, bird. Get out of here.
Birds are already going at it.
Alright, cool. Hello, Internet Land. Alright, good.
I keep forgetting that you could actually see that in
I
real
see
time.
you immediately. How does this guy see the future? I don't understand.
Like, used to like streams where it's like a 15-second delay or something.
No.
Alright, cool. Let me get us ready for the game.
Have the cushy late start.
Mhm.
Not sure, but sometimes my emulator is not going 60 FPS. Or like the emulator is running fine. It's
Just lagging out a little bit. Like the
Yeah.
game is lagging, or the...
no, the speed is fine. It's just the video. It's not good for me.
Oh, alright. Well, fortunately, your your timing is in frame times, so if your actual, physical time is slower,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, except the annoyance.
Oh,
to
no,
you.
no, like, that's not lagging, it's just... I'm not seeing all the frame.
All the frames. You don't need all the frames.
Oh yeah, that happens sometimes.
All right.
Flickering
The
is really important.
frame with emulators quite a bit. Doesn't usually happen. So I usually use BizHawk.
Cool. All right. Well, let's get started here. We don't have an intro video or anything to play yet, so I can't
What?
say that's not important. What's important is
I'll
this.
put you.
But well, welcome guys. Welcome everyone to the Speed Gaming League. This is episode number 24, our first episode in over a year. We've got there's going to be 5 matches for you tonight. Each match is going to consist of 30 minutes of 2 or 4 players, depending on the match, trying to get the best time they can at a particular goal of the game. And the goals are stuff that's, about 3-4 or so minutes long, and basically the players have as many attempts as they can fit in that 30-minute period to get the best time they can at that goal, and whoever has the best time at the end of 30 minutes is the winner of that match. So we're going to do 5 matches tonight. The first and the third match will be of Castlevania, of one particular goal of Castlevania III, and the 5th match is going to be a 4-way match of a different goal of Castlevania III. So the goal you see them practicing now is not what's going to be used for that last one. So there'll be 2 different Castlevania III goals. Matches 2 and 4 are going to be mystery games. Each of the players will play a mystery game that they just found out about an hour before the match begins, and they have an hour to learn the game, get used to it. None of the players had played or had significant speedrun experience with any of the games before they were given to them, so everyone is starting on even footing. Let's see, we've got Arkhanno, who's going to be helping me with the timing today. He's, say hi, Ark.
Hello, hello.
He's our timing expert. Each one of the runs that's finished is going to get uploaded to Arkhanno, and he's going to test it out and get the exact timing down to the frames, so there should be no timing disputes. One of the reasons they're doing this on emulator is so that we can get input recordings of everything, and we don't have to worry about, who finished one frame before or after who else. We should have exact timing, although we have had a tie before on the show, down to a frame, so let's see if that happens again.
Wow.
And we also have with us K-Mac.
Hello.
Hi. So he is our resident Castlevania III expert. Actually, the world's resident Castlevania III expert. And he's going to tell these players what they're doing right and wrong and give them lots of tips, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
He wants to see us suffer.
Right. Okay. Well, let's start the first match here.
Alrighty.
So we've got... Alright, hold on. This is supposed to be mystery game. Oh, I need to give the mystery game to Khananaphone, because he's going to be practicing for his mystery game while this match goes on. Don't want to neglect him.
Sure you do.
Yeah, you're right.
Just don't tell him that.
Sorry, just take me a second here. It's the first time doing it with the new system, so it's taking me some time to get used to this here.
I'm gonna do a test upload real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, sounds good.
Grab it.
Alright, so I can see the game.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sounds good. So he's going to start practicing for the mystery game, which will happen in match 4. Alright, so for now, we've got our first match. It's going to be Castlevania Dracula's Curse. This goal here is to defeat part of Stage 6 and Stage 7. And you're going to be starting with both Trevor and, obviously Trevor, and Sypha, starting as Trevor, so if you want to take some time to switch to Sypha, you can, but I imagine that's going to happen. Let me put 30 minutes on the clock. Alright, are both players ready to go?
That's right.
Yep.
Okie doke. Alright, I'm going to count it down here. We're going in 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck, everybody.
Lucky guy.
Woohoo! 30 minutes.
SGL is back, baby.
Woo.
It is.
About time.
Let me get that goal up so I can tell people exactly what it is here.
So, I have a question for K-Mac. How many different Stage 6s are there throughout the game?
3. There are
'Cause
3.
the other goal is in Stage 6 too, but it's very not the same stage.
Absolutely, yeah. There's actually 3 because there is on the other goal. There's a branching path, and both of those lead to 2 different Stage 6s.
Okay.
One, the Sunken City, and the other would lead to the caverns.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah, so you notice that it starts, if you look in the top right, it starts at 60A. Well, there's also, a 601 through 609 as well, which are the other versions of Stage 6. We're playing on the Japanese version. Just lots of reasons to prefer the Japanese version. I mean, there's differences, especially if you're using Sypha, but for one thing, the music, which you're not hearing, so that has nothing to do with it. But yeah, part of it for me was just easier to make these goals if I use the Japanese version, because that's what all the TASs use. So I could use the TAS to jump to any place in the game. But I also just prefer the Japanese version in general.
Alright.
Oh, and the best reason is it's Ralph Belmondo.
That's Ralph Belmondo.
Yeah, Ralph. Beth Belmont. So I believe here the first goal is going to be the Stage 6, as you're seeing here, going over the water bridge, or the bridge over the castle moat, and then halfway through Stage 7,
Right.
the courtyard.
Yeah, we're ending right after those seesaw things.
I like that you picked that goal, because you put in the toughest jump in the entire game to
Yeah,
end it off.
that was pointed out to me, that the goal ends with an awesome jump.
I have definitely missed that jump on good runs.
Yep.
So have I.
So you start as Trevor in this goal, and it takes how long to switch characters?
5 seconds.
Yeah, about 4.5, 5 seconds.
4.5 seconds.
Okay.
All right. So the question is, is using Sypha worth it, to spend those seconds? And it looks like both players think so.
Yep.
Oh,
Especially if you land the ice skips in the second half. If you can get those, it's unquestionable that Sypha's faster. Unquestionable. I don't know why I use such a strong word.
Absolutely. I think the time is made up just on the Stage 6 boss fight here. With the lightning spell and how fast it can defeat both serpents in one cycle.
Mm-hmm.
The other option would be Trevor with either a holy water or an axe, and I don't believe you'd be able to get one cycle with that alone.
Also
Right,
take
there
into
plus the additional
consideration that you can freeze and kill enemies instantly.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Much less of a headache.
So much lag when that spell gets used.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't get rid of my last heart.
Lame. Reset.
Oh, you're wasting
Yep.
frames. Yeah, normally you would try to end the stage with as few hearts as possible so you don't waste time letting it count down. Oh, and here you're seeing the ice boost, freezing some stuff with Sypha and jumping up, saving a little bit of time. It's not too much longer to walk a little bit to the right and climb up the stairs properly, but ends up being worth it to switch to Sypha, though, for that, if you can do it the first time.
Omni's coming up on the second ice skip here shortly. This one is quite difficult, actually, depending on how it is done. There's actually two different ways you can do it. You can do a damage boost, which he did there. Oh, but he got caught in the
I'm out of
Stuck in the wall.
floor.
Oh my god. I had a good run and I ruined it with a stupid mistake.
misjudged the distance a little bit, and that was it.
Yeah, that second ice skip when you jump on the bone pillar, there's not a lot of room for error, because if there's any part of your hitbox that is underneath that double block area, it'll get stuck in there. But there's not a lot of room on the bone pillar either to make the jump and get it right.
If you go roughly past halfway, you don't land on it anymore. You just fall straight through it.
Have we had a submitted run yet? Or not?
No, not by me.
Okay, no, just I wasn't sure if I missed one. I saw you guys got to the end a couple times, but all the
I
way.
blew the ice skip.
Yeah,
and
we both
killed
choked.
before.
Ark, I just sent you a link in the Skype. You're gonna need that to enter the times into.
Oh my gosh, you kidding me?
Wow.
Can't do anything right.
Yeah, I'm getting some weird errors I've never made before. It must be the nerves.
I blame Darkwing.
I blame
person and
Darkwing
the
for a
game.
lot of things.
Yeah, it's fun trying to use the ice magic near stairs. Very fun.
Well, you saw that, yeah.
So what about when to switch from Trevor to Sypha? What's the good spot, you think?
I do it right away. I don't know.
I wait on it in the ice bridge because Trevor takes less damage. So I can afford a couple extra hits that way.
Well, that's interesting. I actually didn't know that there's different damage values depending on which character you're playing as.
Yeah. Alucard and Trevor have the highest defense?
Yes.
I don't know if they're different.
Alucard and Trevor both have the same defense, and then Sypha and Grant have the same pretty much as well. So anywhere that Trevor Alucard would take 2 damage, Sypha and Grant would take 3, and so on and so forth up the line.
I also noticed the use of the stopwatch there. Is that lag reduction, or is that just help the level in general?
It controls the mermen a little bit.
Oh,
They can get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah. Bird.
Merman and that very first bird. When you get
Yep.
through that door.
Son of a gun. Can you give an update when we get to 15 minutes?
Sure, yeah. We're nearing, we're 21 right now, but I'll let you know when we hit 15.
Sure.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh.
So if you were to use Trevor for this, what sub-weapon do you think you would get?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you. I don't know anything about this.
I was going to say for the Japanese version as Trevor, it's hard to say because the holy water isn't quite as potent as it is in the US version, but it's really hard to say. Just for this little run, I don't know if you can pick up a cross on stage 6, so to fight the serpent boss. So I guess I would use an axe. Try to build that up.
Ah, okay. Cross would normally be the preferred weapon, though. I assume that's what I usually get. But...
Cross.
I just finished a pretty good run.
All right, cool. Ark is going to check the official timing on that one, and then it will update on our board there. But just over 4 minutes, pretty good. I saw a 3-minute 60-second run yesterday, so let's see if anyone cuts that.
I think my best was 3:58, but that's not going to happen today.
We just crossed the 20-minute boundary. 20 minutes left to go.
So, Mythical, remember when you were mentioning that you could get the double kill on the boss and it still gives it to you?
Yep.
I just got it.
Nice.
Yeah, Rescue Rangers does that too. It must just be something about Capcom Disney games.
That one heart's going to kill me.
Is there a way to save our splits without uploading the run every time?
No.
Okay,
don't think
you're gonna
so.
get uploaded runs from me just
That's
so I can have
fine.
splits.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem at all. For anyone who was on SGL before and had problems getting the FTP to work, we're using an HTTP uploader this time, so it'll hopefully be fewer problems when it's eventually your turn in the hot seat. You won't have to worry about firewalls eating the request.
Just be mindful of the fact that your antivirus might try to clean it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Dragondarch's antivirus decided it didn't like my little uploader. I don't understand why it wouldn't like a program with no UI that is just a standalone exe that connects and uploads things to the web. Why? What's wrong with that? That's not suspicious. What's the problem?
This is not going to be... Okay. I'll get a run on it, maybe.
Alright, coming up on it. Omni's in the home stretch.
Nope.
Got that fun jump coming up.
Anticipation. Alright.
That jump, that last jump right there, that is probably the scariest part for a marathon run out of this entire game. Just if you die there, especially with a cipher run, you have to start all the way back at the door and then go through the bone pillars again with no weapon at all.
Yeah.
It's 4 frames?
Not sure of the exact window. It's not. There's not much of a window though.
Yeah.
Not enough frames. Whatever it is.
Oh, that last jump? Yeah, 4 frames.
Oh, it's 4 frames? That's huge.
plenty.
I thought,
That's
it was,
so many frames.
I thought it was 1.
You could drive a truck through
There's
those
no way.
frames.
It's the only thing between me and an even better run right now. You got it. I think this might be sub 4. 3:59, but we'll see what
Ouch.
the timing comes out to be.
So
Cool.
360.
Look at that. Yeah, save it's 360. 360.
And it's possible to save at least 3 more seconds. Wow. I don't think I'll ever do that, but let's try.
Hmm.
Oh, the
Please
first
could you
time
check
the
Skype?
door starts to change.
Okay.
I like that ice skip that Omni's been doing off of that axe armor. That's pretty neat.
Oh, that is cool.
Wait, he's doing what now? I can't see it.
In the lowest part of the stage 6 there, that staircase where it's got the bone pillar on the little platform and then the axe armor at the bottom of the stairs there, he's freezing it and then just jumping up and bypassing part of that staircase.
I just turned the Skype audio up a little bit, so users at home may need to turn everything else down. I can't make the music any quieter, I can only make the Skype louder. So that's why the stream just got a little bit louder there.
Ah,
Ooh, I just did the night skip thing on the fly.
Oh wow.
I don't know why. I just like, let's try it. Uh-oh, I'm so dead though. Yeah.
Oh, and you saved it with a... Oh. I thought he was going to save it there. The damage boost off the fireballs didn't have enough invincibility.
Oops.
Yeah,
Every now and then I clear the Axonite at the start instead of damage boosting off of him. And it's shock every time.
Oh, cool. There it is. Ark, have you updated any of the times?
Yeah, I just did mythicals. I'm getting on these
Okay,
right
good.
now.
It just showed up. Just making sure. I did sort of a dry run test with this yesterday, but, you know, it's hard to test things by yourself, so if anything goes wrong, just point it out and I'll try to correct it before next match. Incidentally, we're doing this again on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We are having the next episode of SGL. The game for that is going to be Rockin' Cats.
Oh man, I got the 360.0.
Oh, you did. You did.
oh,
Cool.
nice.
Nice. Look
Is
at
that bonus points?
Nice.
Bonus points for finding bugs in my script.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that one.
Okay.
Just when I finish the first one.
The bonus points are that you beat something that's 4 minutes flat.
Kind of. Maybe. I don't know.
We'll find out, don't worry.
Okay, I'm happy with that. I just wanted to get a 4-ish minute run on the table, but now we gotta push it lower.
Yeah, I didn't think this would happen.
We're under 15 minutes now. We're at 12 and a half, actually.
Okay.
FYI.
Get out of here, bird.
Birds are your friends. They just want to help you.
I can't think of any video game where I want a bird as a friend, other than maybe 8 Eyes.
Nah, that bird you get sick of real fast. Incidentally, that's the mystery game. It's 8 Eyes. Yeah, I should have done that. Put that in there. Just to eat up the vetoes. I call that a veto eater. Game like 8 Eyes. I don't want you vetoing any of the games that I like, so we'll put Indiana Jones on there for you.
But that brings into the metagame.
Right.
I would
You
never
gotta
veto Indiana
Leave
Jones.
in the veto eaters and get rid of all the ones that you think are going to be up there.
Alright,
So
this should be updated.
I missed a big heart here in this run, so now... Oh, never mind, I got super lucky with some heart drops. Whoops, that's not how that was supposed to go, but oh well.
Cool, we got Mythical ahead by less than a second so far. so
Wow.
these are real close.
I was gonna say I would have to deal with the merman without the stopwatch, and you can see why I would do that. But then, yeah, I didn't. I got lucky with the heart drops.
Oh, here's some
then
relatively
died
appropriate
horribly.
music. Oh yeah.
On the boss.
Yeah, that boss. I don't know. I had a lot of trouble with that boss at first, before I figured out what sub weapon to use on it and everything. But...
Well, you were doing Trevor too, weren't you?
Well, I did Trevor, but then I eventually went back and tried him with Sypha. But yeah, this goal I did the whole thing with Trevor because I was just like, Sypha's a wuss. I don't want to mess with that.
Sypha's cheating, it's true.
Sypha's a cheater.
Sypha's a little OP. You can freeze stuff and break it, and then one-shot bosses.
They used to not even use Sypha in the Sypha speedrun.
Yeah, I know. It used to be faster to just not use Sypha at all.
Probably more so the American version though.
Yeah. Japanese version used to use her all the time.
Right.
How much time does it cost if you still have hearts on the counter?
It's minimal. It all depends on exactly how many. They count down pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe half a second to a second. Now, if you have double digits, it might be a little bit longer. But
Yeah. Well, I was looking at it just from the standpoint of, I feel like if it has to do any at all, it takes like an extra quarter second or something to like move to it.
Yeah, I think so.
I have a question about the water bridge. What determines when it's frozen? Do you have to hit the large waterfall, or is there a way to freeze it earlier on?
I don't know.
if you use a lightning spell while standing in the water flat, fully landed, it should freeze the water.
But
ice
you
spell
can
that-
freeze it while jumping. Sometimes.
Yeah, the
sometimes
detection is really odd. I can't even really explain it.
Yeah, it's just sometimes it will give it to you, other times it won't. I don't like it when I freeze it, actually, just because it hides the mermen that spawn in the fast section.
Yeah, so the splits are done by hand. The timer that you see at the bottom is a Lua script that's running in the emulator that basically works sort of like W split. You know, hit the button to split manually. The splits themselves don't really matter to the match. They just make it a little easier for the viewer to understand what's, you know, what everyone's progress is.
Uh-oh. Bad decisions.
Mistakes were made.
Well, the delay is really low. We're using Hitbox for the restreams, and it looks like we're getting like 3 seconds. Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I thought I was going to have to make my own restream servers, my own like ingest server, but I guess Hitbox works really well.
It might not be a bad idea to do that eventually.
Yeah, I would like to eventually.
Hitbox like craps the bed or something. Wow, I cannot talk.
Well, eventually, what I'd like to do is not even bother with, you know, broadcasting and then screen capping and then broadcasting again. I think I would rather just have an ingest server that hooks directly up to a program that merges the streams. That would be the best way. Got 20 programming projects that have to be done for this show, so that's kind of down there on the list. Okay, we're Getting close to 5 minutes, not quite there. Now, when the timer runs out, the players will be given a last call. They can reset their runs if they want, and take a little bit of, take one last chance. It'll be sudden death at that point. But basically, any run that is going when the timer hits 0, you're allowed to finish it.
I always forget to split coming out of that first room. I don't know what it is. I just don't think of it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the splits aren't in the greatest spots.
Oh, I didn't have enough.
Alright.
When you miss that first shot on the boss, it's, there's pretty much no saving the quick kill.
I have a pretty consistent strategy for that boss. I haven't missed it in a long, long time.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always time. Gotta be
Take
kidding
note,
me.
Everhate might be watching.
I think that's pretty likely.
Just so long as he's watching between when this finishes and when I go on next time, I'm okay.
These stupid pulleys have no good hitbox.
Oh yeah, they're kind of tricky, and the place that you attach to them affects where you're going to jump from.
It's the first time I've ever seen a fishman fall off the other side of the waterfall. I'm just curious, did anybody try to make use of the instant sub-weapon canceling?
Don't
I
even know what
try,
that
but I
is.
fail at it a lot.
Oh, you mean when you land?
Yeah.
Oh,
I try
yeah.
to not do it.
I have a couple spots where I try for it.
I believe it's 1 frame that you have.
Yep.
Alright, I think I got a pretty strong run heading into the second half again.
Oops.
Oops. Oh.
No.
Alright. Yeah, Mythical up by 2.5 seconds so far against his PV, which is, I don't know if that's your PV actually, but against his best run within this match.
It's probably
That was a good fight.
just about my
Way.
best.
No.
Have you guys ever missed the cycle on those descending platforms?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I had some trouble with that a bit at first.
Yeah, it's really easy to miss the cycle if you make like any mistakes.
Yep.
What kind of timer is it?
Yeah, you can finish whatever attempt is going when the timer hits 0, you're allowed to finish. So, right before the timer hits 0, I'll ask if anybody wants to reset.
What time are we at left?
We're 1:43 on the clock.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
Alrighty.
no.
Well, everything went great, but then I missed the second ice skip, so we'll see what the... Oh, then I made another dumb mistake.
These seesaws, man. What are they supposed to be anyway?
Seesaws.
Really? They're just like a playground in this castle here?
Exactly. Drax gotta let off some steam sometime.
Yeah, haven't you ever seen the special on Castle Seesaws?
So is it like Medusa on the other end of the seesaw with him? It'd be lonely with just one.
Very true. Those seesaws, they feel like they're gonna cause the NES to like crash at any second. Like put together by string.
Come on.
That was a good one. Too bad
The
it's
bridge is
closed.
destroying me.
Yeah, I had a bird just pull a pretty insane maneuver.
He helped you along right into the pit.
Like, he earned that kill for sure.
Birds earning their paychecks.
Okay, we're coming down to last call here. This is your last chance to reset. If you want to do that, now's your chance. And the window for that is now closed.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Do or
I should have
die.
reset.
I should reset
Oh, well.
too.
I should have reset too. Well.
Oh.
Oh, I got one of the instant casts for the sub-weapon.
Neat. That'll help.
Completely
It's
not
always
that-
jarring, too. You expect to stop, and then suddenly
You don't.
Okay, so the players are in sudden death mode right now. Right now, Mythical is up by less than a second. Omni's really got to get this run in. Less pressure on Mythical at the moment.
That bird was kind.
Don't hear that often.
That was a really nice bird. He helped me put my groceries
Nope,
in the car.
I'm dead. That's
Uh-oh.
rip.
No.
They could possibly do that.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was a really close match.
good job. Yeah, that was so close. I did not think it was going to be that close on a 4-minute gold. It's going to come down to less than a second.
I just couldn't get back to stage 7.
Cool. Excellent. Good match, guys.
Alrighty.
Cool. Next game we have coming up here is Darkwing Duck, and we are going to have Dragondarch and Mythical facing off in that game. Is that my mouse cursor? Oh no, it's not. Okay, good. I thought I got rid of all the mouse cursors. Someone had already pointed out that I had one over the timer, but that's fixed now. Alright, so just give me a minute to get set up with that.
You want me to clear my splits before starting? Or does it matter?
Yes. Oh, it doesn't matter. No, you probably should. It would be less confusing, I think.
Alright.
Alright.
Cleared.
Alright, Mythical's still there, and now we get the screen.
Whoops.
Alright. What monstrosity have we unleashed for the other mystery game?
You should be able to see it now if you go check online. You're on the
Hope to
webpage.
find out.
Oh boy.
It is Indiana Jones. Wow, I wasn't joking. Not really. The second mystery game is Rygar, so you'll be seeing that in match 4. You'll be seeing Omni and Khananaphone doing Rygar. An excellent game, a very lovely game. Y'all like Rygar.
It is a good game.
I have heard of this Rygar.
What is this Rygar you speak of?
Another one of those good hitbox games. Boy.
Rygar till you die, Gar.
That's right. Okay. So, okay, I think I got the stream all set up. Just in time for the Shatterhand music to start.
I think I'm ready to go.
Okay, alright. Both players.
You're ready to go until you realize the jump works differently.
You ready, Dragondarch, to do this?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to count you down. 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes!
And we're off. This is Darkwing Duck. And they're doing Quackerjack stage, which is one of my personal favorites. It's got a lot of climbing. It's got a lot of use of the super arrow. These players are starting out with a bunch of ammo. Gas is what the ammo is called in this game, and each of the sub-weapons that you can get uses a different amount of gas. The super arrow, I believe, is the most expensive one, but they're starting out with quite a lot of ammo for it. And they begin with the super arrow. You can use it to hit enemies. It does a lot of damage. And you can also use it to jump off of, like any good super arrow should be used for. And so it's pretty good in a speed run.
Oh, I whiffed that. I didn't know I could even whiff that.
Right, so one of the things that's kind of tricky about this game is you'll notice there's a lot of grabbing onto stuff, and the exact spot that you grab onto one of the grapple points affects how you can jump off of it. So there are definitely times where you'll be grappled onto something and you try to make your jump and it just won't go where you're expecting, so it's one of the minutiae you have to get used to. The boss, well, we haven't seen the boss yet, but the boss is a pretty interesting fight. He's not random, you can actually manipulate him, so it should be a pretty decent ender to the goal. Alright, so we see Mythical using the electricity, which is a nice, easy, consistent way to kill him. You get him down there on the bottom, and basically Quackerjack moves when you get down onto his level, so when you're hanging from the ceiling like that, he's just going to stay there and run back and forth. It's actually faster to kill him using the super arrows because they do more damage, but then you have to be more aware of his pattern and his manipulation.
He's really difficult to hit with them, too.
Yep. Another interesting thing you can do, you can, when you fire a super arrow out, if you press the sub-weapon button while the arrow is in the air, what will happen is the arrow will suddenly just drop from wherever it is. It'll just stop moving and drop straight down, and it continues to be able to hit things as it does that. So a pretty common technique is to fire an arrow and then hit the select button to make it drop down onto your targets. So there's a bunch of neat quick kills and things you can do with that move. Not sure if that'll happen in this run, but it is a useful trick.
Oh! That would have been pretty good.
Oh boy, I'm watching the other two players practicing Rygar right now. This should be fun. Looking forward to that.
Well,
Alright, so these green guys that you see here, I think that they're on a global timer. I don't think that they're on a screen-based timer, so that's another fun thing to have in a speedrun.
Oh my god, Feasel, you're going demonic there on Skype.
Uh-oh,
It's
is my...
warping your voice.
Am I getting warped?
it's
Good for me.
better now, I think.
Yeah, it's better now. It's just... I don't know, I thought I was freaking out for a second there.
No, that happens. That's one of the disadvantages of using Skype over Mumble, but...
Yeah, the satanic pacts.
Yeah.
Disadvantages.
It sounds fine on my end, though, and that's what matters, because that's what goes to the cast.
Alright, that's good.
So, who cares about you guys?
True.
Oh, the
Listen to
hitbox
me.
on that slime.
Yeah. Slime is pretty powerful. Hey K-Mac, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Have you played Darkwing Duck?
I have never played this game, and very limited knowledge, or actually probably pretty much no knowledge. My knowledge on it is I know TMR had the record in it, or still does.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Wow. It's a good game, though. You should consider it if you run out of Castlevania games to run.
I'm enjoying it. I like what I see here. It looks fun. Nice little platformer. Doesn't look too insanely difficult or anything. And from what I understand, it's relatively short run, isn't it? It's under 15 minutes.
12 minutes.
Yeah, it sounds about
30
right.
seconds about.
Yeah, most of it isn't really too difficult.
Wow, that
There's
was a
some,
good run.
there's some tricky boss strats, but I think most of the platforming is pretty straightforward.
PB.
Wow.
I remember hearing speedrunning. There's some luck that's needed for drops, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and generally, you know that happens towards the beginning. You might reset if you don't get a lot of good ammo drops in the first stage or two. But then past that point, you sometimes need some backup strats. You know, if you don't have enough ammo for this, do this instead. So there's a little bit of adapting,
Okay.
but it's not too bad. Alright, well, we'll have the official timing for those 2 runs that have come in posted momentarily.
Ah, you prick. I don't know why those guys sometimes take 4 actual hits to kill.
Which ones? The turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because of the cooldown timer.
Well, it's not just I'm physically getting that 4th hit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like, they flash 3 times and then still just don't die.
Yeah, they're really weird.
Huh.
That's why I switched to the super arrow for them.
Yeah, I think you're all starting with enough ammo that could be alright.
Well, I was still taking like 3 shots with the super arrow. That's the funny thing.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. Like I'll
Oh,
show.
you can't be right next to them. It doesn't
Oh.
reform. Yeah.
Oh, well that explains a lot. Well, that's gonna pick up my time a little bit.
Oh boy, the hitboxes on those pulleys.
Still not under 30. Did somebody get a 30.02 and fail to meet their goal?
I think that would be Clage.
Yeah, let's try to figure out who the raid is from. That's Clage. What game's he doing?
It'd be Bloodlines.
Still
Castlevania
Bloodlines.
It's 3002.
Alright,
Then that's gonna be
That's
Bloodlines.
Bloodlines. Okay.
The depressing raid. 20 frowny faces.
Hi, Xenic Reverie. SGL's been back for an hour.
Wow, that was a kill. Got another one.
Oh man, Dragon.
Holy shit, that was fast.
I feel sorry for you, Ark. As soon as you finish one run, he
Yeah.
obsoletes it with another. Everyone give a hand to Arkhanno who does the timing on this. It's quite a task. Everyone on the internet's clapping for you.
Yeah, getting back into it, it's a bit awkward because the setup has changed a bit.
It's changed a bit, and it's been a while since you've done it. I know how you feel.
Yeah.
We'll get the kinks worked out.
Darn, I got a new run and it looks like it's just a little slower than Dragondarch's.
Yeah, judging by the manual splits, yeah, it looks like less than a second. Oh man.
Ah,
Well, I'm consistent, if nothing else.
Hi, Mikey. The plan right now is to do episodes on Saturdays and Thursdays. I want to go for 2 episodes a week for the moment. I definitely want to do Saturdays, but I also want to make sure that we have a weeknight available for people who can't do weekends. And so far, Thursdays looks like the best availability, but that may change. I've also looked at Tuesdays as a possibility and maybe Mondays. But for now, we're going to be on a Saturday-Thursday schedule. And if anyone would like to help out with the show, that would be awesome. There's plenty of room for people to help and, you know, make this go a lot smoother. So check out that website. Links in the bottom left corner there, speedgaming.tv. You can get links to contact me and see what stuff needs doing. If you want to be a player, you want to sign up for the show, that's the way to go as well. Any people who've done the show before, you're also welcome back. So if I haven't already gotten in touch with you, you know, get in touch with me.
You should do it. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
It's a challenge. Hopefully it's something new, somewhere between a proper speedrun and a blind race. That middle ground. Ooh, taking some damage there. The green guy's damage boosting through him is generally the way to go, because you can jump over him, but their hitboxes are so unforgiving.
So, I have never tried to kill this guy with the super arrow. Let's have some fun, I guess. Oh, this is a disaster. Okay.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely something I can't practice and pull off here. So
Actually, I just learned it while I was doing these runs. I just kind of improvised it in. It's like, maybe? Let's try it.
I just had my too many keyboards problem again. I typed in the wrong place. No good. Crackerjack's kind of fun. There's a lot of bosses in this game that are kind of annoying for a mystery goal. Like, some of them are... The fast boss strats are not the kind of thing that you would pick up within an hour of practice. But hopefully this is pretty accessible.
Oh, those little gas containers only give 1 gas.
Yeah.
Really like this super arrow. Very Mega Man 5-esque.
Yeah, it's pretty handy. You can jump on it. You can also grab it from below, and you can use it as a weapon. So it's got a lot of possibilities.
This is a disaster.
Darkwing, it's not a mystery, but what the goal is in Rygar is Sigilla's lair. It starts from the corridor of hell, except it starts with a fixed seed because there's, you know, the save state is set during the door transition. And then you go defeat Sigilla without using the pit skip.
They can't use the pit skip, period?
That's right. No using the pit skip, no air flying.
What is the pit skip anyway?
You can bounce off an enemy. You get an enemy to spawn and have it follow you all the way to this pit, and you bounce off it and get across a pit, and it skips part of Sigilla's lair.
Oops. That's not how you grab a pulley.
So, Omni, do you know how to do the quick kill on Sigilla? About the crouching
Nope.
and hacking back and forth?
Well, we'll find out.
Alright, so you duck, and then you attack left and right. So you notice that you were missing him, and that's because he doesn't become vulnerable until after he started to crawl up the wall.
Hmm.
That's
Okay.
not exactly true.
It's not well. Sometimes, yeah, after he's crawled up the wall, he has like a flag that toggles on and off.
What
So-
I think he's not low enough, or they're not low enough.
All right, I figured it
They'll
out.
they go up the wall, then come back down.
Right.
What I'm seeing.
What you can do at the very beginning of the fight is you can wait. Oh, we've just passed the 15-minute mark, by the way, guys.
Okay.
But what you can do is when he first comes across the screen and starts to go up the wall, you can hit him once to get him to come off the wall, and then do your thing. That's the fastest way. You got to sort of jump in the air to hit him because you have to wait till he starts to go up the wall, and then after that you can get him
All right.
juggled.
Too close.
Is this game going to be at AGDQ?
I don't think so. This year, I think it was there previous year.
Was it there last? Did Joka run it last year or something?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I believe it's the race.
Joka and TMR, I thought, had a race.
The race, okay, right? Because TMR I think had the record by the time that came around. I guess. I don't even remember. It changed hands a little bit, but neat. Yeah. So let me explain the rules again. What we're doing in each of these matches is there's a goal that they have to complete. In this game, the goal is to complete Quackerjack's stage. They have just this stage to do. And they've got to get the best time they can within the 30 minutes. So by the time that timer at the top runs out, whoever's got the better time at this stage is the winner of this match. You guys definitely got the hang of this game fast.
Yep.
By the way, anyone who likes NES
Wow.
platformers, if for some reason you haven't played this game, you really should. This is really good.
Yes, sub 130.
Sub 130. Cool.
Sent.
Alright, Mythical's got some ground to make up here.
Yeah, I don't think this run can do it. Oh. Okay, definitely not anymore.
Alright, so you see the spot that he's grappling on right there. There's the guy at the top who drops bananas peels on you, and he will, if you happen to be at right one of those seams in the girder, then the bananas won't hit you, so that's sort of a safe spot. There's a few safe spots in that boss fight.
Oh, no, grab it.
So
I feel like grabbing things.
There's three sub-weapons in this game. There's the super arrows, there's the electricity shot, and then there's this one that you're about to see on the boss on the right here. You're probably not going to see the electricity shot much. You just see it here at the beginning when he jumps over it because he doesn't want it.
Holy. Another improvement, I guess.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a cleaning up at Quackerjack there. Wow, that's a big one.
Nice.
Yeah, electricity is a spread gun, basically. But with kind of a short range. It's not really a good weapon. The speedrun... I'm trying to think if the speedrun even uses anything besides the super arrow. I'm trying to think if it uses that ground shot.
I think DW said they use heavy gas against Quackerjack or something.
Well, Quackerjack you
I
would
don't
do
know.
with super arrows, and you'd drop one of the arrows on them and then go at them. Like, dropping arrows onto bosses is a pretty common thing because it lets you get in many shots, even when the boss isn't near you. So yeah, you go through gas pretty fast in a speedrun. I don't think this game has any kind of useful glitches. There's no out of bounds. I'm trying to think if there's anything that at all that would be considered a glitch. But this is actually a pretty well programmed game, surprisingly. Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
You made the really hard jump over the green guy. Ooh, that sucks. Wow.
Should Ark just stop like actually checking these until I stop getting improvements?
Oh, I finished them
Damn.
pretty quickly.
Wow.
Wow,
Another second and a half shaved off. That's excellent.
I really like the evolution of the times in this match.
Yeah. Funny thing was, I wasn't even picturing myself being good at this game or anything.
Well, now you have to run this.
Well, I'm usually not that good at like Mega Man stuff, so.
But the nice thing about this game, as opposed to a Mega Man game, is that it's not really mashing intensive, which is always what turned me off to Mega Man games, as much as I like the series. Also, I think the sub-weapons are kind of neat. But yeah, in general, this is a pretty Mega Man-like game, so people who are into Mega Man might appreciate this too.
Well, I have a small improvement, but I'm pretty sure I can't beat his time without using the super arrow, so
Oh goodness.
I'm gonna have to just try to learn that.
Yeah. Time to improve your strats on the fly.
How much time do we have left?
We're at 6 minutes right now.
Ooh. Ooh.
So I think we've done this game before on the show, also as a mystery game. We're doing Quackerjack stage now. I think we did Moliarty's stage the last time. That would be the construction zone. I think that was the goal we did last time around.
This is no joke. I really doubt I'll be able to figure that out in 4 minutes. Oops.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, really, that's... Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, the only trick is just to not be too close to him when you shoot those arrows. And we get another, fraction of a second shaved off of Dragondarch's time. Yeah, guys, the setup is basically the same as it was before. The only difference is we're not calling them short and long goals now, because sometimes the short goal ends up being longer than the long goal. I'm just calling them main 1 and main 2. So that's the only real difference to players who have been on the show before. We've got 3.5 minutes left on the clock. When the timer gets down to 0, the players will be in sudden death mode. They will be allowed to finish whatever run they're currently working on, so it might behoove them to reset just before the timer runs out if they don't like the run that they've committed to.
Nah, that's not gonna beat it.
Oh yeah, it looks like 1 missed shot and maybe 2. Close though.
That's gonna be a really hard time to beat.
Yeah, that 126, that's tricky. Oh, it looks like it was sub 126. The official timing, thanks to Ark. The splits that you see on the bottom of the screen are the manual splits that the players hit. They're not going to be accurate down to the frame, but the times that you see in the top right, our official timer, Arkhanno, has gone through the input recordings that these players submit and finds the exact timing down to the frame.
Got my stopwatch that counting frames, and
Right.
you know, I gotta go through these.
Right, there's just like a chute that input recordings come down and hit him on the head, and he's got to try to keep up as best he can.
Yeah.
All the damage boosts. This guy gets there with nothing left.
Ah, shit, I
It's
ran out of
nasty.
gas.
Oh, that's too bad.
You get there with just enough to do the fight right.
Alright. It takes, what, 5 arrows? I think.
I think 6.
Oh, 6, okay.
It's like 5 and like 1 shot or something.
Yeah, that's right, that's true. Yeah, each arrow, I think, does 3 damage. So you can use your buster shot to make up the change. Alright, we're getting on 30 seconds here, so start thinking about what you're going to do. Oh, all bosses have 16 hit points. There we go. So it is 5 super arrows plus 1 buster shot. Sets. We have not yet had a game that's short enough to do the whole thing. But eventually we'll have Jaws on the show, and that'll be fun. Do the whole game. God, making people do Jaws for an SGL match. I'm not that bad a person. Oh, time. Oh yeah, we just let the timer go past. But here, we'll call last call right now. So reset if you want, or don't reset. It's up to you. This is your last chance. Sorry, I let you guys go over a little bit. I wasn't paying attention.
No, this run has been pretty much perfect so far.
Okay. Well, the window for resetting is closed now.
No, I reset right the moment you said that, so.
Okay. Fine. That was my fault. I didn't notice that the timer ran out. There's no little bell that rings in my ear.
Alright, one last attempt to figure out this boss with the super... Oh, I got hit. Great. That's gonna make it a lot easier, isn't it? Oh, you know what it helps? Switching to the super arrow. Dead. Alright. Good game.
Cool. Well, it's like Dragondarch takes this one. Just an unstoppable force. It was really that boss fight, I think, that made the difference. He had a super arrow boss strats from the start.
Yeah.
No, actually, my first 2 runs weren't super arrow.
Oh,
I just
weren't.
He
threw it
just-
in there.
Yeah, he just went for it.
Yeah, he was
Cool.
bustering it when he was practicing and at the very start of the match, and then gets down that super arrow strat, and all of a sudden all the time goes away.
Oh, goodness. So yeah, Darkwing Duck comes down a lot to boss fights. Most of the platforming is relatively straightforward, but the boss is really tricky, very unique. Each boss completely different. Awesome. So we have Dragondarch taking it by about 4 seconds.
Good race.
Yeah, that was
Yep,
fun.
good game.
Yeah, GG.
Nice going, guys. Alright, next up we got Castlevania III, Dracula's Curse. Again, this is going to be the first goal, main one. This is the goal that you saw before, except we have 2 different people playing it this time. It's going to be, what is it, Dragondarch and Khananaphone this time playing it. Let me see. Kanana, you're number 4, right? Yeah, okay. Man, I'm glad I wrote this grid lines feature in. That was smart.
Clear. Oh my god, we move so much slower.
I know. What a difference.
Hey, it's basically the same for me. I jumped so short.
I wish I could remember what it was. We had some episode where the 2 games that were played were like the complete opposite in speed. It was like one of the fastest games and one of the slowest games we ever had happened in the same match. So that transition must have been awkward. Okay, I think we got everybody set up here. Yeah, looks good.
Oh man, the lag doesn't slow the music. How will I adjust?
I didn't notice that. Cool. Alright, are both players ready to start this?
I am ready.
Okay. Well, without further ado, I'm going to count us down here. 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Luck.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, good luck.
Alright, so the players have 30 minutes to try to get the best time they can of this stage. Actually, of 2 stages, 1.5 stages really. They're doing 6A, B, and C, and then 7A and B. Is that right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
Ah, damn it.
They're on the Cypher path. This is levels that you would play in the any % run if you're using Cypher.
Too early.
Do you go through here for Alucard also?
No, Alex.
Oh no,
Alucard is
Yeah.
completely different
Alucard does it.
path.
Alucard does the path that you gave us for the other goal.
Right. Well, that's true. Yeah, that the other goal happens just after Alucard. So yeah, the 5th match. 2 matches after this one, we'll be seeing Castlevania III again, and it will be a different goal. and all 4 players are going to play in that one. So we're on match 3 out of 5. The next match is going to be a mystery game, which has been revealed to be Rygar. So that'll be fun. And then the final match, match 5, will be all 4 players playing Castlevania 3, a different goal than what you're seeing now.
Definitely looking forward to the second goal because there's really no existing speedrun strats that were out there for it. So
Yeah, the only thing
players are on their own.
Yeah, FunkDoc did it for like a donation incentive or something at one of the GDQs. Is that right?
Yeah,
he
I
just
heard
kind of did it when Alucard won, if I remember correctly.
I believe that was 2012, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so the next goal is a part of the game that you would normally skip. There's a place where it branches, and there's a slow way and a fast way, so obviously the speedrun never goes the slow way. But I wanted to give us something that people hadn't seen a bunch before. Alright, so what was the... let me go back and just check what the best time was on this first match we did. Alright, the first match, Mythical got a 358.80 and Omni got a 359.71. So that's what the bar has been set to. Now, it's just these 2 players competing against each other. Their times are not compared against the people from match 1. But it is nice to have sort of a benchmark to see what kind of times we should be expecting. In case anyone's wondering...
Best time,
No, go ahead.
best time was slightly under 360.
Slightly under 360. I was really hoping someone would end with the 360 because I wanted to see if that same bug also existed in the broadcast graphics display. I want you guys to do my testing for me.
So I'm surprised I'm already in Block 7, but the time's not amazing. Still surprised I'm already here, though. Usually it's just second room over and over and over.
That stupid waterfall room.
And got the ice scope.
Nice.
So one of the things that's a little different about this goal versus any percent is that you are not starting with any sub-weapons. Trevor starts with just the basic whip, and neither character starts with any sub-weapons. So that does make this a little bit different, but fortunately you can pick up the ice pretty quickly, and the thunder in time for the boss. If you guys had any trouble with random drops?
This one's not nearly as bad. So I
Yeah.
did get one random fire drop in Block 7.
Oh yeah, the merman at the end of the first part can definitely drop a fire on you.
Missed that jump.
Yeah, this goal it's not too bad because you're using ice spell, nothing drops with it. So
That's good. It'll be a problem a little bit in the next goal, I think.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
A little bit.
Axe, knife. They're like web gun.
Stopwatch. Everything that you could possibly want or not want.
Mhm.
Just don't kill anything. Oh wait, you need the multi-shot. I guess you don't need it, but you probably want it.
The RNG seems set up that, like, the first guy is going to drop, like, a lot of things in that other goal.
Oh, I noticed at some point you can get triple weapon if you have the triple drop and then a weapon drop right next to it. You can immediately get triple of that weapon.
Oh,
Triple
weird.
stopwatch.
Like you collect them in the opposite order and it still works?
Yeah.
Weird.
So long as it's on the screen, if you pick it up, you'll get triple.
Huh. That never happened.
So I somehow got triple knife at one point, and I didn't know what to do with it.
Triple knife.
Throw it away.
understandable. There's really nothing you can do with that. It's pretty useless.
I'd rather have triple stopwatch than triple knife. That's really useless.
Or is
It's
it?
happened too.
Or is it?
Doesn't the Castlevania 1 speedrun do a thing where it drops the holy water into 2 at the same time. Oh wait, but the 2 always drops, doesn't it? Never mind.
No, you need to manipulate it. The Dracula
do?
fight, yeah. The 2 drops or the double shot actually drops because of the build-up you've done for the cross on Dracula. But you just same thing that Omnigamer did earlier when he picked up triple shot knife. As long as it's laying on the screen, you can pick up a sub weapon and then grab it afterwards. Instantly get it.
Shit, I gotta pick up 2 hearts in this area. I don't think there are 2 hearts. Well, rip.
Stopwatch might actually be useful in the other route. Except there are none. You
There's
need a random-
there's plenty from enemies.
Yeah.
There is an red eyeball who will give it to you pretty frequently.
There actually is a stop.
Really, he gives me
right
axe
in
and
the
knife
hole.
all the time. Maybe he likes you better.
So the sub weapons use different amounts of hearts, right?
Only the
There's just 1 in
stopwatch.
5.
What's that?
Stopwatch 5.
Only the stopwatch
Just
uses
the
more.
stopwatch. Oh, okay. I thought some of the other ones used 2 hearts. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Huh.
All the sub weapons use 1 except the watch.
Except the watch. Oh, okay.
I got a stylish pose.
So this dragon head boss, his pattern is... I mean, he's always going to spawn in the same spot on you, right?
Yes, the initial cycle, yes.
The initial one, right. So as long as you can one-cycle him, it's not an RNG situation.
Correct.
It's good.
And after that, I don't know really what they do because
Right.
never
they,
had.
They hit reset.
Yeah, what they're doing is they're killing the second serpent as low to the water as possible. That cuts down on time on waiting on the pieces of the boss to actually fall into the water and gets the orb to spawn faster. So
Oh, very clever.
something that actually I believe it was Ohan came up with that. Tass doesn't even do it, but Ohan's stronger than Tass.
Yeah, I remember seeing you talking about it. I'm like, oh. That's why you do that.
That was a little slow.
And my enemy later is bad FPS. Or I'm like flickering and I'm being invisible like a second. Can't see myself. Very handy during the damage. That was close. Damage boost. Pretty nice run, I think.
Khananaphone got a finished one in.
Another one in here. Wow.
Manual time of just under 3:58.
Cool.
I don't think I've done 2 in a row, like, ever. So that's pretty cool.
So that's... What is that, like right in between the 2 times for match 1, I think?
I can't recall. I think it
Go
was
back and
mythical
check.
time of 3:58.
Let's go look at it. 358.8 and 359.7 were the 2 times.
Less than a second.
Wow.
I'm really surprised everybody's getting sub 4. I thought sub 4 would be the goal.
Yeah.
Just about everybody. It's rough to get
Like, you
everything.
it, you definitely have to get the ice. And I thought that would be like percentage of getting that is not super. No guarantees at all.
Yeah.
I thought that would just kind of be like the automatic win.
Mhm.
Like, well, I got it.
Yeah, to start it.
Screw
seems
you
like,
guys, I got
Sub
it.
4,
Yeah, it's
see
all
you
over.
tomorrow.
Like it seems like the window for it is pretty small, but I guess it's not really that small
For what?
for like getting the ice skip, like the height that the guy can be
There's
at.
some leeway, yeah.
Yeah.
For the first one, anyway.
You guys have been all pretty consistent with it. I was expecting that it would be a huge headache and, you know, the winner would be the person who actually got the ice skip first try in their run, but you all seem to be pretty good at it. Yeah, that was a really sad loss there on the left. That my heart goes out to Dragondarch.
Yeah, it could be a lot more
That was
picky with the earlier game.
Yeah, it's nice having a solid run in, then you can start to really, you know, use some riskier strats and reset more often. It's definitely good being in this position.
This is right almost my PB though, so not sure. Many hearts.
Yeah, hearts are really tight in this goal.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't use the stopwatch, so I'm usually the opposite. Gotta get rid of them. So it's not worth like actually spending time to get rid of them.
Yeah, it's kind of strange that the stopwatch is best used as a mechanism to get rid of more hearts.
I got 3 for 3. Ice skip.
Nice. What's your least
There is
favorite
a-
part of this goal?
Not getting good. Sorry, what was that?
I'm wondering what least favorite part of the goal is for you guys.
Second screen.
Water
Me.
bridge.
Yeah,
Water
yeah,
bridge.
definitely the water bridge.
All right. Well, thank goodness it's
Yeah,
at the beginning.
That's the biggest troll room.
Yeah, those spawners. There's a nice ice skip on the right there.
Dope.
Very well done. Now, there is a faster way to do that first ice skip on 7, where you actually take damage. Slightly faster, maybe a second, but for the actual full speed run of it, you want to do what they're doing, because you need full health, or you want full health for the boss to be able to kill it faster.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like you take damage to hit the lightning spell and take damage at the same time, and it does massive damage to the bosses. You want to be able to do it. It's a 3 boss fight, so you want to be able to take a hit on each one with Siphon.
So we just crossed the 15-minute mark. That's the halfway point in this match.
Damn.
Khananaphone with a solid lead. Best time we've seen for this goal today.
By a little bit.
By a little bit. And Dragondarch has had some promising runs that got eaten up close to the end, so let's see. I'm thinking he's due for a really good run any moment now. Looks like he's up a couple seconds at that second split, so maybe that's a good sign.
Okay, got the first ice skip.
Mm-hmm. When this match is over, the next one is going to be Rygar, and the match after that will be Castlevania 3 again. A different goal, one that you haven't seen yet.
One that not many people have seen at all.
Right.
Hey, Dragondarch's got the tough jump and should have a run in.
Yeah, 357.
Wow. Even with wow,
Oh,
that's
man.
great. I was a little worried for a while there, but that's
My heart's
That's
pounding.
solid.
This goal is so stressful.
Dang. So now Khanana in the hot seat. Let's get the exact timing in a moment so we'll know for sure, but it's looking like Dragondarch's got it.
Yeah, that goal is... It's pretty brutal in the way that it's structured, and that early on you have some random elements. So if you finally get past them, with good luck, you have to go through the part with the high execution, with all the pressure of knowing you've got this good luck on your side.
I kind of like that better though. I'd rather get the RNG out of the way early. But I understand that, you got all the pressure. Like, oh, this is it. This is the only time I'm going to have good luck like that. So this has got to count.
Yeah, this stage 6, that water bridge, it's just brutal. Even when you have the right weapon for Sypha, it still sucks. Mainly because of fishmen spawn. There's a couple different patterns they spawn in, and there's really only one good one. And if you have it right away, as soon as you get through the door, you don't want to see one right away. But
I think that was early.
For some reason, I don't have mod privileges in the TSSB chat. I've been demoted. Yes, Arkhanno is our timing guy. He's the guy working behind the scenes, going through these runs that get uploaded. Basically, when each of these players finishes a run, there's a tool that uploads it to us, and Arkhanno looks at the input recording and gets the exact timing down to the frame. So we'll have the official timing in a moment. It'll appear in the top right. Yeah, I think Rainwave lets you do requests, so if you guys want to jump on there and control what gets played. They changed everything, so I don't know exactly how it works still, but there used to be voting and a request system.
I think there still is. They just changed the layout.
I think you can vote, but you can't request?
Oh, really?
I didn't see it, but I didn't poke around for very long.
It also wanted me to log in, and I was like, what the heck are you talking about?
Yeah, from what I remember, in order to request, you need to log in.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
You're getting a merman like every time at the start. Go away.
Oh, you need an account to vote. Oh, I see. You can't even vote without that. Oh, you don't need to register to vote though. Okay.
Ah, I missed the quick kill.
Oh no, that sucks. There's not really much coming back from that.
Oh, 476. I split it the wrong time. Hey, I'm minus 43.
Minus 43. All right, cool. All right, so the official timing is up. Dragondarch has a 3:56.98 and Khanana 3:57.73, so less than a second between them. Again, that's about the spread in the last match as well. I'm trying to find some way to get Simon's Quest onto this show. I feel like it
No.
needs to be on here, but
No,
every
it doesn't.
No.
Oh, I got the orange bird on me.
I mean, I
Oh,
keep
God.
trying to come up with goals for it, and it just confounds me every time.
The orange bird was nice.
Wait, what's that orange bird? What's so special about him?
He's really mad.
He's just an angry bird, huh?
It happens when you freeze them and then they unfreeze. They flash blue and orange, and I guess if it goes off screen while it's orange or I don't know, but yeah.
The palette has changed by the time you get to that point, so they've already switched over to merman colors.
Oh, cool.
At least it was funny, but that actually.
I'm sorry for being technical.
Getting chased by angry birds is never funny. Do these bosses even have names? Like, what's that dragon boss called? Does it have an official name?
I want to say the manual calls it Hydra.
That's
Not 100% on that.
Oh, okay. Hmm. So the format of the show, let me explain it again for people who came in. Basically they do 5 matches, and in each match you have 30 minutes to get the fastest time you can at a particular goal of the game. Overall, what happens is each of these players has a rating. We use a rating system, the ELO rating system, and you gain or lose points depending on whether you won or lost, and what the rating difference is between the players. And at the end of the season, once all the matches are done, we're going to have a tournament in late 2015, sometime in fall 2015. Date hasn't been set yet. But the ratings are going to determine the seeding into that tournament and who gets a guaranteed spot, and the people who don't end up being the top seeds will have to go through a set of play-ins in order to get into the tournament, whereas the people with the best ratings will have a spot guaranteed.
Yes!
And I'll show you what the rating changes were for these matches once this is over, once the episode's over. So what is this
Yes,
time
he
here?
got a worse time, right? Right?
You got it. Say that again, what?
Yes means he got a worse time, right?
Yes, yeah, yes means he's
Yeah,
happy that he's going to
totally.
let you win.
How much time do we have left?
Unofficial
anyway?
time of
Okay, we just crossed the 5-minute mark. Or it's closer to 4 minutes now, actually. Yeah, excellent. That's, wow, the best time we've had yet on this goal.
At least I got a pose again.
I want to see a 3:55. Let's do it.
Alright, the bar's
Oh,
been
you need to see
set.
the official timing. Nah, that's not gonna work. I gotta have like a perfect bridge now.
I don't even know if I should keep going in level 7 here.
Well, you have 3.5 minutes before you have to decide for sure, so that's enough time to finish this.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know if I'm wasting time here. If I can even make up the 0.8. Or I guess I have to make up more than that.
Official timing is in. Give it a second to update.
I'll do the water bridge then.
There it is, 3:56:09. It looks like for the official time.
Dang. There was that.
Well, there's more than a second between the two people now. That's new. It's been sub-second improvements.
Oh, walked off the edge at the end.
Oh, well.
Oh,
That sucked. That was a really good 7 too. I wouldn't have beat him, but if it's closer,
That jump is intimidating.
it is.
If people have suggestions for goals for this, I'm always happy to take suggestions. It really helps me not having to find them all myself. But if you're interested in coming up with the goals, you use that link in the bottom left. Well, that's not a link, but go to the address that's in the bottom left, speedgaming.tv, and go to help out, and there should be a link under there to email me. That email is sgl@speedgaming.tv. And that's the same address you'd use if you wanted to email me about helping out with the show in other ways, or being a player on the show, looking for participation in any form.
Blah.
We're under a minute now.
See if I can get one more good water bridge.
Oh, no! Save it! Save it! Oh my god, how did I do that?
Alright, wait for it.
we just got hit backwards. Yep.
Yeah.
Then he
Wow.
damage boosted off the other
How
one.
the-
Right? That was pretty intense.
Oh, what an ending, too. Damage boosting giveth and the damage boosting taketh.
Just trying to add some excitement to this. Nope.
Okay, last call.
Yeah, reset. Here we go.
Last call to reset, and your window of opportunity is closed. So you're all married to your runs now. No going back.
I see the wedding ring.
Yep. Some good synchronization.
Please, no merman. There's a merman. No.
Okay, so both players are in sudden death mode right now. And they started at pretty much the same time in video time here, so you get a good sense of how they're doing.
That water bridge is not very good.
When is the water bridge ever very good?
Well, there was once.
Sure,
Just
that
one
one time. Ooh, caught up with that boost there. Look at the difference in health between the players.
Oh god. Well, I'm stuck on the stairs.
Blah.
Not looking good. Yeah, that'll do it. Be jumping into the bottomless pit.
Oops. Well, that's it. We'll let Dragondarch keep going if he wants to try to beat his PB, but Dragondarch is the official winner of this match. 356.09 to 357.73. Excellent job.
Okay.
Hey, we all got sub 4.
Everyone got sub 360 this time.
Impressive, everybody. Good job.
Excellent.
Congrats, guys.
This run won't get it.
Cool.
There's no way.
Alright, well, the next game we have coming up here is Rygar. And it's going to be Omnigamer versus Khananaphone. So let me get that set up. And this was a mystery game. Both players were given this goal about an hour before the... they had an hour of practice before their match in order to practice Rygar, so they're both new to this. Alright, so we're getting on there's some Rygar. There we go.
Well,
Neat. And I forget how many splits I said we're using on this. Was it 3?
3? Yeah, 3.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
1 minute.
Alright, so what the goal is going to be for Rygar, it's Sigilla's Lair. So you start at the beginning of Sigilla's Lair, the outdoor part. You've got to go through this section. This is a notoriously RNG heavy section, but fortunately because they're starting from a save state right at the door, the RNG should be pretty predictable. And then they go through Sigilla, defeat the boss, and that's it. That's the end. I was really hoping you guys were going to pick the other game that starts with an R. But I kind of figured that would be a veto eater.
was it the same R we had?
It probably was, yes.
Yeah, that was I'm pretty sure that was a veto eater.
Why? That's a perfectly good game. That's a perfectly good speed game. And yes, I gave them a lot of tone, Darkwing. I could have... Normally you would get here with, like, 4 boxes of health, 3 or 4 health containers, and considerably less tone, but they have a lot more attack power than you would have in an any percent run at this point. And more health.
Rygar.
Are you back?
Yeah.
Okay. Are both players ready to do this?
I think so.
Oh, I forgot everything.
You forgot everything? Do you want another hour to practice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take that.
Alright, cool. So we've got one player with splits on the bottom, one with splits on the top. That's fine. But just so you know, in case you don't remember, you can actually change where the splits are positioned, whether they're at the top or the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Alright, if both players are ready, I'm going to count us in.
Alrighty.
I'm good to go.
Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Now we get to see how much stream lag there is. It's pretty well synchronized.
It goes with the theme of Rygar anyway, if it's lagging.
Right, Rygar, a laggy game. Graphical glitches, another theme in this game.
And hitboxes.
All the
They're-
hitboxes.
But it's
Oh.
not just like they're all big or small, they're all just mysterious.
Oh god, the lag. Please stop.
Yeah, so one of the tricky parts about this corridor is the game just doesn't stop spawning enemies. So you're going to end up with too many enemies on the screen and it's going to lag like crazy. And that is pretty crucial, trying to reduce lag there. Once you get into the cave, it's a little bit more forgiving. You're generally not going to get more than 1 or 2 rollers or crawlers.
The roller, like, it seems like sometimes there'll be 0, sometimes there'll be like 5.
Mm-hmm. It's very random, but fortunately, you shouldn't need to stop. If you have the right strategy, you shouldn't need to stop moving regardless of what spawns you get.
It's true.
The one place where you might need to stop is going down that zip line. You know, you might have to have some problems. You get to the bottom and an enemy spawns just as you're coming off the thing. That's why I started these guys with a lot of health, because the game is pretty unfair. When you're on the zip line, you can't really control... You know, you can't really have many options what you can do. So sometimes you just have to tank a hit.
But
It took me like quite a while to figure out how to activate the zip line.
Yeah.
I activated it first, but I'm not sure what I did, so I just pressed about everything when I got to it and hope.
Yeah. But what you do is you just run off the edge and it happens.
You walk off to, and hope that an enemy doesn't hit you as you're about to connect to it and screw everything up. You gotta hope that doesn't happen.
I also looked at the menu to try to figure out how to use anything.
There's a menu?
There is, and you have spells and items, but
What?
good luck trying to use them. I don't
hit
think
every
you guys
I got a mind point, and I still couldn't do anything.
I think it's 3 mind points for the cheapest spell, so
Alright.
I doubt you're going to use any in this run. And honestly, they're really useless. You're not going to want to use any of them, even if you had them.
Okay.
The only one
My
that's
favorite
useful
thing
is
is that-
recover.
In the cave, there are some ledges you can like go over them by walking. Except sometimes you don't, and you just fall.
don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's some
sometimes you
subpixel
don't.
stuff.
That's the good way to put it.
Right.
So like I can't do that at all ever.
Yeah, especially the very last one before the boss door. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. It's just subpixel positioning.
Our favorite word.
Right. Wow, and that was a destruction of the boss there on the right. So that's the Sigilla quick kill.
Oh no, the run rating was good, but the boss is good. Are we freezing?
Who's freezing?
Me, maybe. I'm waiting for it to upload.
I don't
Son of a
know.
gun.
Let me know if it doesn't happen.
Still waiting. Ah, there we go.
Oh, good.
Alright, let's play more Rygar.
Woohoo, more Rygar. Alright, so just under 3 minutes. Or just under 2 minutes, 60 seconds.
I think some of those were sort of... when I was practicing, I didn't split like at all. Or by the time I was doing 4 runs, it was too late.
Torso removal death. No, the best Rygar death is when you die on top of an enemy and just bounce forever. Your dead body bounces off the enemy over and over. It's great.
Does sound good.
Well, you guys are handling this RNG section pretty well, I'd say.
Some of the enemies you can like jump so your hitbox or your sprite is in them, but those like winged things that drop the balls,
Those are
you
the worst.
don't want to go anywhere near those.
Right.
They are huge.
Yeah, all the middle sections are pretty okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of downtime. It's tough stuff at the beginning, then you just have to kind of pay attention, and then you got to deal with all the parrot boosts.
The
Or
parrot
rather,
boosts.
Parrot.
I didn't think of them as parrots.
Well, they're parrots, seahorses, and unicorns put together.
Sure. Sure. Whatever you say.
It's a new mythical creature. They
Ah.
didn't tell you about it.
My split is in the wrong place. Not minus 22, false alarm.
Split wherever you like.
Yeah.
They're called Epalcons. Enemies are Epalcons. Epalcons.
There's actually
How's
somewhere you
second?
can look this up.
Yeah. All the
What?
the names of enemies in this game are just random like syllable soup. I think they just kind of threw darts at the alphabet to come up with the names.
I'd believe it.
Another hard thing is remembering to run left after you enter the cave.
Yes. Agreed.
Alright, so that spot where Khananaphone's going down right now, that pit, you can actually come across that pit from the left side. That's what we call the pit skip. You bounce off of an enemy just as it's about to fall off the edge of the screen, and you can get across that. Or you can do the airwalking
really?
technique to get across it, but that is prohibited in this goal.
Stifling my creativity.
Yep, I know you guys. No, believe me, if that was part of the goal, you would not like this at all. The rollers are called amalums. And the other ones are called rolfers.
No, these parrot things seem to have beards too. You gotta factor that in somewhere.
Oh, they're parrot, unicorn, seahorse, dragondarchs then.
Okay, whatever.
Hey, I got the nice spawn where there's literally nothing in the cave. That's my favorite.
I don't know what like, if these supposed to be aliens? I guess they're mythical creatures. You're in the land of Argul.
Argul.
Argul. Rygar's the best undead superhero.
Is he undead?
He is, well, he is a warrior from ancient times who has been resurrected in order to save this kingdom.
Ah, of course.
So he is an undead superhero. Rygar's a zombie.
That's not what they tell you in the PS2 version.
So right here where both of these guys are, you can get up onto the ceiling there. You can wait for one of those parrots to come down low enough and bounce off of it and get all the way up onto the ceiling. But then right here you have to walk a little bit further to the left and then backtrack to the right to get off the ceiling. So that's why it's not really worth it. But it's a nice safe way to do that section. These fireballs, their spawns are not random, but they're dependent on how many other things are on the screen. So they end up being sort of randomish.
Yeah, I just had one that didn't spawn. And I was like, what? Okay. Because I think I would have jumped into it.
Alright.
Nice, you guys both have the hang of this quick kill. Omni's got one coming in at 245. And Khanana a little bit above that.
Alright.
Uploaded well, though.
Did it go through?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, they both went through.
Okay, cool.
I'm really tiny. It's crazy. For some reason, I thought my sprite was like smaller than usual. For some reason, that'd be great.
Tiny Rygar.
Yeah.
What's the timer at?
Oh, we just crossed 20 minutes. We're at 19:35 right now.
Okay. Not bad.
That's time remaining.
Time remaining, yes. We're counting down. So there aren't really a lot of good places for goals in this game. I wanted to use this as a main game, but I really had trouble finding two good sections of the game that didn't have so much downtime that wasn't worth it. It's the problem with these goals, you got to keep the length down. You can't be too long, otherwise you don't get much time to to do many attempts during the 30 minutes, but you know, it's got to have enough gameplay content to sufficiently distinguish the better players from the less better players. From the awful players. No. Everyone's a good player.
You gotta distinguish the better players from the Dragondarchs.
Oh, man.
Call outs.
Hey, I'm 0-3 against Dragondarch, so
Save your smack talk for match 5.
Match 5 is coming.
Yep.
It is.
The next and final match, match 5, is going to be a 4-way match. All 4 players are going to be playing Castlevania III, and it will be a different goal. This will be Alucard's area they're going to be playing this time, using Trevor.
I'll still be an
Yeah,
hour.
minus Alucard.
It's Alucard minus Alucard,
Is that like Garfield minus Garfield?
right?
that could be close. Probably a bit short still. But keep going.
I don't understand these enemies. Sometimes they die in one hit, sometimes they take 2.
I was hoping that the goal would have some tone and last grinding.
That's what I remember Rygar has, is all the grinding. And
It should
Who
just
can come up
it
with
should
it?
just be the grinding section.
yeah,
Make that the goal.
or
Come on.
make us figure out how to grind in somewhere atypical.
Yeah, the goal should just be like getting to a certain amount of health instead of an actual goal.
Find a grind spot. Win.
There's no enemy. Oh, there's one. The whole red sky area had 2 enemies. I like it. It keeps you on your toes. Will it be 2 or like 15?
You're climbing down and an enemy hits you. What happens?
I'm not actually sure.
Take damage.
I don't think
You'll
you'll
get
I've not had that
knocked off.
happen before.
You'll just take damage in place. You won't get knocked off your line or anything.
Being knocked off might actually be useful.
Yeah, right? It saves you the climbing time. But alas. no.
Oh no! Rygar is sad.
Rygar was
It's a nice
already
try.
dead. So,
Turtles didn't spawn. Where'd he go?
Oh, come on.
2 dead Rygars. Has anybody else in the call played Rygar? Besides the 2 people doing it right
Nope.
now?
I've played it. Never speedrun it.
Never had the pleasure.
The pleasure, yep.
It's not bad, actually. I think it's kind of a fun game for a casual playthrough. It's pretty forgiving, really, and once you've killed enough enemies, you're strong enough that there's nothing that's really challenging.
Yeah.
Other than finding your way around.
Like an early NES game, right?
It's relatively
early.
early. It's like an early Metroidvania game.
Yeah.
I'll say that the controls are a
Just
lot
called Rygar.
better than I'd expect for
Right.
a game.
He's very maneuverable. The only real downside is that you can't control your jump height, and there's
Yeah.
some hitbox nonsense also.
Well,
Yeah,
what was it? It was SGL like a while ago where they started it up and randomly Super Atari mode was enabled.
Oh, SGDQ 2012.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Music, stop slowing down.
Oh, we're at 13 minutes left on the clock, by the way.
Alrighty. No.
I
Not had that happen before.
don't know what the heck to do in that. Turtle's gone again. Where's the turtle?
I'm okay with no enemies. Come on.
There he is. And he hit me. Stupid turtle.
It's a pretty fast turtle.
Is there anything different about the red sky screen other than enemies are just faster?
No. It's a checkpoint. If you die there, if you fall into that first pit, you'll begin right there again.
Okay.
I mean, in case you wanted to... I mean, in this goal, you're probably not going to, but it's a good place to get your hit points back in a marathon run.
Hmm.
Sort of back. It only refills 3 hit points.
Oh god. Please stop spawning in front of me.
I don't even think the enemies are faster. I think it's just less laggy than other places.
No, I'm pretty sure it's...
The spinner or the roller guys can catch up to you.
The roller
Yeah.
guys can catch up to you normally. Oh, I guess they just catch up a bit faster.
On the other one, they don't seem to catch up.
Well, they do inch in on you, but they'll disappear after a while before they reach you. Whereas I don't think the ones in the red sky area will do that. Yes, they are a little bit different, I guess.
Come on, bird thing, please.
And so it's really close right now. Just looking at the times on the board here, it's less than a second. Less than a second difference between
Yeah.
them.
2 of them just spawned on the grapple down area. Never seen even one of them spawn there.
What are the times?
It's 244.82 and 245.32. So Khanana is just less than a second behind you. Half a second. Yep. This section of the game, by the way, has the best music in the game, but you're not hearing it, so it's no point in me pointing it out.
He's just rubbing it in their faces. I can hear it. I don't know what their problem is.
Rygar has some pretty hit or miss music. There's some really good music and some pretty annoying music in it.
4-note castle.
Right?
Doom 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 doom.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Good health. So they're starting this goal with a relatively large amount of health. It's mainly just because the randomness at the beginning. You don't want to have to
Damn it.
resetting because you don't have enough health.
But I'll do it anyway.
Do it anyway. But yeah, whatever health you have left over, you use as damage boost material at the end. In the any percent run, you would probably want to kill those parrot, unicorn, seahorse, Dragondarchs, but they have enough tone power that they don't really need it. Tone is your attack power, and normally killing them gives you a little bit more attack power, which makes the boss go a lot faster, but they already have a fair amount of it.
One of the rollers just turned into a door for a frame.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
The door frame.
Haha.
Wah, wah.
Stupid rollers.
Okay, so let me give you guys both a tip here. In these sections where you're just walking and there's nothing but rollers that spawn, or rollers and crawlers, you jump the moment you see them appear on the screen, and there should be no way to get hit by them. But you have to do it as soon as you see them appear.
Tips from the master.
Yeah, you have to pay attention during these areas, even though it's relatively easy mode. But it only works if you hit that jump button the moment you see it. I like when those two crawlers drop off that ledge just when you're about to go down the grapple line. It's like, nope, just kidding, buddy.
I have no help. Why am I continuing? This is crazy.
I believe in you.
Nah, screw this. Not even good.
Whoa. It's crazy.
How is that run slower? Oh well.
I think just
Again.
because you waited for the spider to come too far to the right before attacking it.
The answer is always lag.
Well, no, he was... I mean, he has a split right before the boss, so it's only the boss there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is almost like a blind race. They had an hour to prepare for it, and it's only a part of the game, just this one level of it.
That freaking bird thing only has 2 HP. Why? When all the rest of them have 1.
Oh, but yeah,
I don't get it.
it's pretty strange. Some of the enemies have different amounts of hit points. Some of them give you different amounts of experience. It's really bizarre.
They really did some work in making this game.
Come on, Rygar, clutch it up. There you go, that's good stage 1. Or, you know what I mean. Maybe you don't. First
Screen 1.
That first thing that you do.
Yeah.
Okay, we're under 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes to go here. Walk faster, Rygar.
I'm trying. It's not working.
It looks like he's running backwards with this animation. I don't know how to explain it. It's just weird.
Yeah, I see what you mean. How come you guys aren't using the run button?
Select, right?
Yeah, select.
It's the Z button.
Hey, that didn't work at all.
You just press R on the keyboard. That's how you run. R for run.
Gosh.
Ah, so
Can't finish
sad.
one out.
C for something else. Whatever, let's go. Go, Rygar, go. I am Rygar, right?
Yes.
I think so. So what else happens over the course of this game? Like, what other tricks and stuff are we not seeing?
Let me see. There's 2 different kinds of levels. There's these side-scrolling levels, and there's also overhead levels. Overhead levels are a real pain in the butt, so I didn't give you one of those for this goal.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you think these grappling lines are annoying, you know, wait till you see those. Ooh. But basically, this is a, it's mostly linear. There are definitely a couple levels that you could do in different orders, but it's, you know, a collection quest. You got to get this item to get you across into these new areas where you get other items to get across into other areas. It's, you know, the standard kind of adventure game setup. And there's a big overworld that connects everything together. And once you get it all the items that you need, you go into the Sky Palace and fight the final boss.
Alright.
It's a fun game. Rygar's a good game. I do recommend this. It's, you know, it's got a certain charm.
It's got the feasel charm.
Right. I won't say it's got universal appeal.
I hate trying to jump attack and he just goes straight up. Died to that. Because I guess when you're attacking, you can't change your direction in midair.
Yeah, you can.
But even if you're like holding right, you can still like jump straight up. You do it just wrong.
If you had let go of the D-pad and then re-pressed the D-pad again, you could have moved, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I will try that if it happens again.
You can also attack cancel if you you press the B button to shoot your disc armor out and then jump immediately afterwards. It cuts the attack animation short. I haven't really found any good uses for it in a speedrun, but theoretically you could attack faster than you're supposed to be able to.
The health is a trap.
Right. Although all the bosses they have like a cooldown timer on them, so it's not really that helpful to use it. Oh yeah, it's time for time. Oh my god, I completely forgot. Alright, this is last call. So...
Sure.
So now's your chance to reset, and that opportunity is over. Thanks for
This
pointing
cave
it out.
isn't looking so great.
I need to have a little tone that goes off, a little sound that plays. I gotta work this out.
Oh yeah, fireball. Well, that'll do it.
Oop. Just got fireball blasted.
The fireballs are tricky.
I said I'm going over here. Apparently I'm not. Well, I was a bunch of potions when I entered the doorway.
Oh yeah, there's so many graphical glitches in this. It's pretty cool. Bonk. So yeah, Omnigamer wins this one by half a second.
Oh. Half a second.
Wow, there's been
And
some close
I
matches.
had like a
What was the
few-
final times?
It was 2:44.82 and 2:45.32.
I had a few of them that were too fast.
Well, I submitted a new run.
Oh wait, there's another one? Oh, you have a
Yeah, I should-
2:44. Okay.
Okay.
You're right. I didn't see that. We don't have the official timing for that yet, but that's
Oh man. Oh,
it's
That was-
close.
that was kind of amusing. I was completely had no idea what to do with the first part of that stage. And then you gradually just figure it out.
Mm-hmm. And normally, if you were doing this in an any percent run, you wouldn't even have a guaranteed like initial seed for it. So it would be, really have to improvise.
Yeah.
really hard to pick up items.
Oh yeah, hitboxes. They're not a thing here in this game.
They're suggestions.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Let's see.
So,
Stop.
congrats, Omni wins that one. And we've got one more match for you here. This is the match 5. It's going to be Castlevania 3 again, and all 4 players are going to be participating. Just get this set up again.
Let's hope my internet holds up.
So far, everyone's internet's been pretty nice.
I'm getting the little yellow and red flashes from OBS.
Okay.
Alright, let's get some redemption.
Whew. Alrighty.
Alright, looks like everyone's got the game up. Do you mind if I cut your practicing short? Can we get this one started?
Yep,
Go
I'm
for
all
it.
ready to go.
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
Alright, that sounds good. Well then, without further ado, I'm gonna count us down. 4,
Alright.
3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. Oh, missed it.
Alright, so this goes a little bit different. It's a lot different. This is the Alucard stage. The goal begins right after the Alucard boss fight, and we declined Alucard's help, so we went our separate ways. So it's just Trevor in this one. The players are starting with the cross, the boomerang cross that you see there. Pretty powerful weapon, but they're not starting with any multipliers. So, as you see in the top left, Omni just
What?
picked up a multiplier. Mythical as well. So getting the multipliers, you get those by killing a certain number of things with your sub weapon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have to hit them or kill them?
Hit.
I think it's just hit.
Just hit. And do
Yeah,
candles
it's just
count?
hit. Yes.
Candles count.
That's what I thought. All right. So they've got to hit a certain number of things with it, and eventually they'll get the multiplier that spawns, and that lets you have 2 of the sub weapons on the screen at once. There's also a triple shot, which lets you have 3 at once, and that's pretty powerful. I'm not sure if these guys are going for that in this run or not. They might.
Yeah, it sort of happens naturally.
Yeah, it just happens.
But
As far
having
as the
multiple.
multiplier,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
That's
Okay.
fine.
I was gonna say, as far as the multiplier buildup, it's on the 10th hit. It essentially does, whether it be enemy or a candle. So after 9, the 10th, as long as the candle that you hit with the 10th sub weapon throw contains a small heart, it would drop either the double or triple shot, depending on what you already have.
Got a random axe.
Random acts. Okay. Random
Me too.
acts of violence.
I'd like.
It's going to be a
I
lot
want
of
to just
those.
keep a counter of whose runs get ruined by random drops, not counting the first one.
So, K-Mac, do you want to explain why that's bad? I mean, why it's bad in
Axes are
speedrun?
terrible.
Axes are terrible.
Unless you're Grant, then they're great. But
But there's not going to be any need for an axe and, with
Stopwatch.
any of this thing.
Getting in there. Didn't pick it up, but it was close.
But yeah, you can't really control what these things drop, so sometimes this sub-weapon will just drop right in front of you, and you can't help but grab it, and that ruins your speedrun. Very bad.
bad drops are almost as bad as dying, because you lose a lot of time on boss fights, boss fights especially.
And your multiplier.
Yes. Seems like I see you have a good run going here. Here's a stopwatch that's completely useless against a boss. My curiosity here is if anyone's going to actually soft lock the game against this Bone Dragon or King Bone Dragon.
Well, I finished the run. Does that count?
We've done that in practice.
No, it does not.
I actually have not soft locked it.
Because what'll happen is you can do too much damage and then it never actually gets to the point where it does the cutscene for the water.
Oh no.
Well, I've had it where his head goes into the top and then the rest of his body just still flies around.
Yeah.
Oh nice.
Another time where he just spins in circles endlessly.
I've had that. I don't think I've had that one completely, but it's almost happened.
Yeah, so that boss fight is scripted in a way that you're supposed to damage it, but you don't get a chance to kill it completely, and then the boss runs away, and you would face it again later on. And so there's a couple things that are annoying about it. One, that the dragon will sometimes soft lock you, and other times you have a problem where the dragon just takes a very long time to get off the screen. If he's very close to the edge of the screen, I mean, it sort of depends where he is in his cycle. How does it determine which way it goes off the screen and how long it takes?
That I would not have an answer for. This is the only stage you will never actually see in a competitive speedrun as far as any kind of record attempts or personal bests, just because it's a much longer path compared to the other branch, but
So people just haven't studied it, really.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just got like a really good one. Oh man.
I got a good one too.
What I am noticing with the Japanese version, though, is he takes damage anywhere on his sprite, where in the US version, only his head can take damage.
So that's annoying.
His body does nothing. Pretty much one cross, if you throw it right away at the Bone Dragon, it'll just do massive damage, as you're seeing. So it hits his head, then his body, then comes back, and body, head. So pretty much one-shot him with one cross, it looks like.
Cool.
I can't quite get him with one. Always seems to take two.
No, you can't kill him with
Oh,
one.
you can?
No, you
I
can't.
usually just throw one just because of lag reasons. So sometimes it's not that reliable. Also, I actually go with vegetarian strats where I skip the meat.
I skip meat too. I didn't even know there was meat, but it didn't make a difference in my end.
I found it's just way easier to boost past the dragon next to it if I just run straight at it.
Wow, really?
I actually do not take meatless strats.
But I actually just had a run that hit 2 of the 3 crazy boosts.
So you notice in the lower right, Khananaphone just took a branch. There's a branch point there. You can take the upper path or the lower path. The upper path is faster, and that's why you will see speedruns going that way. However, the requirement of this goal is that they take the lower path, and so this section that you're seeing, this area of the game is one that you don't normally see in a speedrun. There's just no reason to go here. So that's the reason I picked this goal is just because I wanted something that doesn't normally appear, and something a little new. Let the players take some time to route it themselves instead of borrowing other routes.
It was actually pretty tricky to figure out.
Yeah, these bone dragons, like, I didn't even do any of the bone dragon skips when I was testing this, but it's clear that you can skip them, but you guys have definitely gotten really good at skipping those. The times are a lot less than what I expected.
Yeah, their heads have if you hit them just right. Usually, I found it was either 1, 2, or 3 frames of like that's the window you had to jump correctly. If you
Yeah,
do
I
it
haven't.
just right, they'll knock you forward instead of backward.
I haven't gotten any of those yet.
I do something completely different.
Oop.
Which you might see if I actually get there at some point.
Alright, we got 2 players with runs.
Okay.
Oh, 3 players with runs in so far.
Yeah.
Once again, our official timer is Arkhanno. He is getting all of these runs that get submitted. Every time one of these players finishes a run, there is a tool that uploads it to us, and Arkhanno looks at the input recording and gets the exact time down to the frame, so that we have official timing for all of these. And then
What is going on? You know, for all the rest of my practice, I'm now forgetting how to climb stairs.
Stairs are the true boss of CV3.
Stair boss is real.
Took me a while to figure out you could actually like hold left after you hold down.
Yeah, that helps.
It does.
Why can't they just let you jump onto and off of stairs like Castlevania 4?
Oh, that would be
too
great.
easy.
Sometimes it lets you.
So,
When the game feels like it.
Hey, have a drink, Trevor.
oh, yeah, into the suit.
I like that one because like the water clearly has a bottom. It's not. It's like a shallow pool. You're just dead. You disappear forever.
What are the times
Belmont.
currently at?
The overall timer is at just close to 20 minutes. The times that are on the board, Khananaphone's got a 2:51.78, Dragondarch with a 2:53.22, and Mythical with a 2:58.60.
Okay.
So 51, 53, and 58.
Damn. Did you get a boost
That means
forward,
I'm gonna have to
Khananaphone?
do
Yeah.
not safe strats.
Yeah, it's...
I've only had one sub 252 ever, so
I figured you got to boost forward if you got a time that low.
absolutely. Yeah.
Another one in the drink.
Belmonts make terrible lifeguards.
Yes, they sink like lead.
Freaking axe.
Is it just his armor or something? Like, who just sinks right to the bottom of the pool of water? That's not right.
Maybe there's piranhas in it. In all of them.
So our next match of this is going to happen Thursday of this week, Thursday at 9 p.m. on this same channel right here. If you want to go to speedgaming.tv, that address you see in the lower left, you can find info about the show, info about becoming a player, info about helping out, match results, standings, etc. Let me know if you want to participate in this in any capacity. Also looking for commentators, just people to, commentate what's happening so that we can, keep it interesting.
Oh, merman. Why?
Some of these bone dragon skips are pretty interesting. The double crosses to keep them stunned long enough to get under them. That one that Omni just did. I was really looking forward to this just because of the fact there is no video out there, known strats for this, especially Ralph only.
Ralph.
Ralph Belmondo only.
Little Ralph.
Blecky, to answer your question, for now I'm doing it twice per week. Saturdays, because there are some people who can't do weeknights, and Thursday nights, because there's some people who can't do weekends. So hopefully between those we can accommodate everybody's schedule. The weeknight time may change, though. It's really going to depend on availability. But Saturday afternoons for sure. If you want to get announcements about when the show happens, so far there's not really a good schedule of what's coming up, what the upcoming episodes are. It's one of the many things I got to work on over this next week. But if you just follow TSS Break on Twitter, you can get announcements for when things are happening. I'll be tweeting there when
My mind
episodes
is
are coming up.
completely blown by that run. Oh my.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Wow, 2:49.6.
Oh, no.
Damn.
So now Khananaphone solidifies his lead.
I don't
What
know
is
what
it?
you're doing that we're not.
Kanana's down to
God.
249.
That is incredible.
I don't
then-
think I can. Like, I think if I do perfect, my route doesn't go that low, so that's bad.
Yeah.
So now you
Same.
got to start thinking of ways
Yeah.
to switch it up. All right.
Have to
Well,
go
second
vegan.
second place is still meaningful though.
Oh yeah.
The way these 4-player matches work is we're basically treating it like a bunch of simultaneous one-on-one matches. So each player is in 3 one-on-one matches against the other 3 players. As far as how the scoring works.
Climb the stairs, please. Thank you.
Yeah, that was 2 seconds faster than my PV.
Wow. Now's the time.
It
to
was
get
like
lead.
it was like the previous run, but the boss had like the good pattern, the one where he goes up.
Yep.
Hmm. Fishman, why?
Such a dirty fishman spawn right there at the far left of the screen, right in front of the staircase.
Sometimes he doesn't even go there, so just have to hope.
I always put a cross up there just in case.
Just disappointed I haven't gotten to do my Bone Dragon stuff at all. Come on.
See, Khananaphone has a 160 split in there.
Yeah.
Hell
work.
yeah.
Wow, we got another one of those. Wow. I'm surprised that didn't happen in the past. How is it happening multiple times today, but never before?
I don't know.
Clearly just a rounding thing, of course. But
Yeah, it is.
Did anything get changed? I mean,
No, not that part of the script. Yeah, a lot of stuff changed in the script so they could use the HTTP uploader, but I didn't change the way that splits work.
the year changed.
That's got to be it. It's got to be a Y2K problem.
Maybe it's metric time.
I think it'd be fun sometime to get the guest host to jump in and do one of these matches also. Came back to play against these guys.
It would
final
be
thought?
even
Well,
as far as
this level,
I would have been just as blind going into it.
yeah. The other goal, though, you'd probably be all right. It's a different starting condition, but you know, still the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we are at, it's 11 and a half minutes, 11:43 left on the clock. So I've got a bonus game for you guys. If anyone wants to stick around after this is over and play some other random games, I have the randomest of games for you.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
These are
God.
random games.
I actually don't think it's random in the RNG sense, but it's random in the why would you play this game sense. So I was originally going to make the loser of the match play it, but I want to see everybody try it if they want. But I wanted to find a humiliating game for the loser to play.
That's the punishment every week.
Right, it's the punishment. Well, I was thinking we could get like a nice game for the first place person to play, and a really terrible game for the last place person.
Terrible games, you say?
But the problem is I want to make everyone play the terrible game, so that's why that won't work.
Well, I can tell you right now that we have very high standards in terms of games that we'll play.
Yeah.
Hey, I found a dagger.
Was the dagger lost? You just found it? Like, oh, that guy had it. It was sitting right next to the reset button.
Hmm.
Alright, we just crossed the 10-minute mark.
The dagger is a pretty terrible weapon. It is actually weaker than the whip.
Really?
It's the only advantage is that it can go the length of the screen. But if it runs into a candle, then it stops. So if you're trying to kill something across the screen and hits a candle,
Take that, candle.
But the candle might have
yeah.
a good. So that's good.
Alright, well. Pretty spread apart. I mean, as far as these matches go, this have gone. This is the biggest spread we've had.
Oh, good. The dagger went in the pit.
Good place for it.
What? Well, I'll just go for the
Man.
boost and set. Good.
Bloodlines would be a fun game. I want to get other systems, other consoles working. Right now, we're just working with NES and SNES. But with a little bit of work, we could probably incorporate. I want to at least try to get Genesis and Game Boy Advance. I think those are two emulators I want to bring into the fold here.
Yeah, Game Boy Advance has like many games.
So many games, and you can also play Game Boy and Game Boy Color games on the same platform. So it's or on the same emulator at least. So that would be a huge pool. But yeah, Bloodlines would be cool.
Too.
Say what?
There's lots of penalty games to choose from.
Oh yeah.
Like crap.
Too far. So what's the time left?
Okay, we're at just under 7 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch what Khananaphone did.
Cheated. Used speed ups.
Yeah, you got me.
I saw him in the Game Genie menu.
I just make a bunch of save states, and then if it goes bad,
Right.
load those.
And
I
seamlessly
thought that was
integrated.
allowed. I'm just streaming a video of a pre-recorded run.
Pre-recorded task.
Right.
You know, watching Dragondarch practice earlier, I thought he was going to be the favorite here. He looked to have it down pretty well. Very surprised.
Yeah.
Obviously, Khananaphone's doing something that we aren't. I mean, I know the boost forward definitely helps. I have no idea how to actually get that.
So
The
I imagine
meat
most
is
of you are trying to boost off the dragon's head. Is that accurate?
Yeah. Okay, so there's the third one, I guess. That's the one near the meat. That one, I just skip the meat and go right for his head.
Mm-hmm.
Because I found that one is actually doable. The other ones are like two frames. That's just, I mean, you can still do it, but it's hard.
Yep.
But another thing I do is for the fifth one, I will boost off the fireball forward.
Yeah, that's what I use on both of the third and fifth, I guess.
That's also tricky. I'm just surprised I got both of them in one go.
Yeah. The fireball boost is 4 frames if you're jumping straight up.
Yeah, but it's hard to. It's like 4 frames is it's a lot, but it's hard to like tell exactly when to go.
Well, that's so you come up with a reasonable queue.
Yeah,
You can base it off
but
with.
it's slightly tricky just because you can't stand on the same spot each time.
Yeah, you can.
Or, I mean, it won't be 100% consistent because you have to like walk up to it.
It's not too bad.
Another thing I found is that like a lot of the damage boosts they don't really help a lot off the skeletons. So I try not to wait. I don't have to waste my health on that.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is actually making the stupid jumps over them.
Yeah, some of them are tricky. The last one is, but the last skeleton in that stage with 3 of them, that one's definitely worth it. Like I take damage on that one. Otherwise, you'd have to like throw a cross at it.
About 3 minutes to go.
Problem is, if I don't take damage on the second one, I always wind up in a bad spot, so I can't actually do that jump.
Hit the 4 button.
Have to fiddle with it a little bit.
And we haven't seen positions change in a while. Everyone's pretty well locked in there.
Mhm. Haven't seen too many finished runs.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's tough to finish this one. I thought this would be the easier goal.
Well, it's easy to finish, but they've set the bar so high that we have
You
to
have to
reset over
reset.
every mistake.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
There we go.
Oh, Omni's got a nice green one coming in.
Nope.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I was
No,
watching
no,
that.
I really don't because Bone Dragon.
Wow, Bone Dragon was not
Hey.
playing nice.
Oh, Bone Dragon, please.
Yeah, got that boost too. The fire.
Well, I submitted on accident. Whatever.
That's fine.
We did the double loop.
When are we coming up on reset time?
We got 38 seconds. That's how much time you have to make up your mind about this run. Oh boy. Ten seconds.
Looks like I'm sticking with this one.
Alright, well, time is now up, so this is last chance to reset if you want to. Otherwise, you're stuck with this run. And the window's now closed.
Alrighty.
Everyone is committed.
Oh, baby. Taking
All
this
right,
one.
mermen. Let me through. No, I can already tell it's going to be a bad spawn.
Nope.
No.
Shouldn't have gone for it.
Ooh, we got one down.
This ain't gonna work. I don't have enough health now.
Oh boy, screwed that up. All right, pretty much impossible at this point.
Ooh, trying dark bones by that bone dragon.
3 hits.
I'll have to kill this one.
Go for the boost. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yep.
Nope.
Well, if you guys want, you can get started on that bonus game. That should be up there in the players section.
Oh boy.
If you're interested in sticking around and playing a little bonus game at the end. There's no real
Sure.
goal. There's no real like objective for it. It's just like see if you can actually beat the level. I'd be
goal.
surprised if you did.
That's optimistic.
Hey, you got it.
Cool.
Well, I'm going to finish with an okay run, it seems.
Yeah, or
but it's not as good.
That's good. All right, well, there you have the final standings here. Khananaphone won this one with 249, Dragondarch at 253, Mythical 256, and Omni at 3 minutes.
Good job, Khananaphone.
Boss.
Woohoo.
Yay.
Good job.
Not.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's.
That's going to be a strange spread of points.
Yeah, it sure is. Let me just go back. Let's go see the results of the matches. I don't have a good recap screen yet, so I'm just going to switch back through the different backgrounds so we can see them all. But this is... No, that's nothing. Hold on a second. Alright. So match... Whoops. Match 1. You see Mythical beat Omnigamer 358 to 359 at the short goal, and at the first goal, main one. Match 3, same goal. Dragondarch beat Khananaphone by less than a second. And our 2 mystery games. Match 2, we had Dragondarch beating Mythical at Darkwing Duck with a fairly hefty difference, about 4 to 5 seconds. And we've got our match 4, second mystery game, good old Rygar. We have Omni with a 243 beating Khananaphone with 245. So cool, that's pretty good stuff. Let me go back to this view so we can see everybody.
Oh no. This game.
And now let's... What's the matter, you don't like that game?
I know this game.
Oh no!
Where is the game located?
Go to the player dashboard. It'll just be listed where all the other ones are.
Someone should call up Mecha Richter.
Oh no! I think I already know what it is, and I haven't even looked.
Alright, let me just put this up. I'm gonna put the standings up here. This is... Are these both the same?
This is the first level,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I guessed it.
No,
Alright, cool.
Rip.
So here's the standings so far. We've got Mythical still in second overall. Wait,
They haven't updated.
they haven't updated, have they? Why do they not update? Hold on a second. I gotta get this figured out. Should have tested this.
Not too sure about the jumping in this.
there is no jumping. Just believing.
Oh, that thing does damage.
Okay, so for some reason they didn't update, so never mind, I won't show you guys this, but you can go to the website once I get this thing fixed, and you can see everyone's updated rankings, but there's Mythical, Omni, Dragondarch, and Khananaphone. I don't know, we'll see how their stats changed. I guess next episode we can look at the results of this one, because for some reason it's not updating. Okay, but here's the bonus game. We got Swamp Thing. And, man, it's
It's
I don't know.
It's something.
If you could beat
It's
level
not a
1,
game.
I'll be impressed with you.
It's definitely not a game.
This is a nightmare.
Why did I just restart? Oh. Found the secret health at the left.
There's health?
If it's health, it gives me one more tick of rectangles.
I found the run button.
Hey, there's
Did
the
not.
button.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's called
god!
jumping.
Oh, it's Simpsons. Which makes sense since it's Simpsons everything. Part.
God, you can't hit anything.
Don't try to hit anything. That's your problem.
Don't try to do anything in the game.
But,
That's
like,
really the problem.
I'm like, oh, well, here's a situation where this enemy is just above me. I can finally use my punch. No, it doesn't quite line up. It's completely useless.
I have green circles.
Yep, me too.
So wait, there's a run button?
No, there's not.
Well,
Oh,
there is.
Well, there is.
There is, but you know, kind of.
I wouldn't
Run
call
is-
it that.
is generous.
Yeah, running. Running in this game.
My God. It starts you right
Oh.
next to something that tries to kill you.
Oh, what? A
Actually,
knife just
controls are
appeared
nice.
out of a door.
Jump
just
in
shanked
the
me.
feet. There's so much air control you have.
The fish.
Fish, please.
You couldn't make these jumps in Castlevania.
I killed something.
It's so satisfying.
I'm on the alligator and it's moving at a different speed than I am. Oh, the can hurts. That's why I took damage.
Water itself is okay. Cans
There's
not so much.
checkpoints? Nice. I fully expected to just go back to the start, and I died.
These fish.
Oh, I can shoot
Oh
stuff.
god, it comes from behind. What is that? Oh my god.
Okay, so I got the stats to update. Finally, I fixed that. So it looks like Dragondarch just climbed ahead of Mythical in the standings. He's Mythical was at second place in the overall league standings, and now he's down to fourth. Whereas Dragondarch jumped up from 11th to third. So that's pretty significant change. Winning all those matches helped. Let me see. Khananaphone went up from 18 to 12. 12 is going to be the cutoff. This tournament that we do is a 16-person tournament, and 12 of the spots will be given to the top 12 seeds, and the 4 spots will be for play-ins. So 12 is the cutoff. So that's a good number to be above.
Oh no.
And what happened? Who's the last person? Omni?
Yeah, nothing happened to me.
You went up a bit. From
Doesn't make sense.
17 to 8. I guess everyone is just basically leeching the points out of Mythical. That's what happened this time.
I think
Why
you're
is
seeing.
there stuff falling from the sky? What is this crap? Oh,
Is-
moth!
What is this
Nope.
crap?
Geez, it was the other way around. Omni went from 8 to 17.
Oh, I was looking at them backwards. Okay, I was wondering, like, how did almost everyone go up except one? Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, he went the other direction. My bad. He went from 8 down to 17. Sorry to get your hopes
Yeah.
up there, buddy.
Oh. Are there live? Yes, there are. Alright. Start it over.
That's the first time I've ever not been hit by that can.
It's just floating there. Why does it hurt you? Why?
Because it can.
It's garbage.
Punch have a
Oh.
hitbox? I can see this being like one of the next SGL goals.
The problem is, there's lots of great goals in this game, but the problem is they're just too hard. I couldn't use this as a mystery game. This would be terrible. But
The jumping. Roll.
Fish.
Fantastic.
You can jump, but you can't really do anything else.
Doing anything else is ill-advised.
Who'd want to do anything?
all right, there's the overall match results. Sorry to obscure a little bit of the screen there, but you can see for this episode how we did.
Whoa. A fish just fell from the sky. Oh, I see. He just goes really high.
Yep.
Ah, fish.
Where is the end of this stage?
I know!
It's not. It doesn't
This is
exist.
ridiculous.
Is the entire run? Is this the only part of the game? This
No,
stage?
there are stages in this game.
I killed something with a punch. I win.
Oh. I'll see it when I believe it.
Ah, damn, I have to go up here.
No, I
correct.
saw the checkpoint. But I didn't make it.
There's a checkpoint?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you die right after those gray stone pillars. That's a checkpoint.
I mean, there's
I
not
have
like.
gotten so far in this level, and there's no end. I climbed all the way to the top, and there's nothing there. Now I'm leap of faith off. Jesus.
Oh my god.
You missed the one up. You're gonna need that.
Probably. Oh my god, oh
I
my
wanna
god, oh my
see
god.
what it looks like.
Screen transition. Is this another level
Whoa,
or is
you
this...
did it. You did it. That's it.
I'm
You
the
just-
best.
you got
I'm the
it.
best. I win. You guys took my points this round, but I won Swamp
You
Thing,
won
so-
Swamp Thing. That's right.
Yes, yes.
That's enough Swamp Thing for me.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
How did Mecha Richter even play this game?
I have
like,
no
I don't
idea.
know. Once you realize the jump gets you going real fast, like suddenly
Yeah.
it's not completely impossible.
Yeah, but you get hit by stuff that you're not even touching. Like, stuff will obviously miss you and you still take damage. And you start with so little health. The health drops only give you 1 bar. They're super stingy. And there's lots of stuff that'll just, like, as you're walking forward, it'll just come up out of the water and hit you before you can even react to it.
What? Can you even clear this gap?
Yes.
Well, don't get to find out. Because I am now the property of this pink man. Jesus.
Hi, Draft Me. We finished, SGL is over. We finished the episode. It's over. These are the results of it. And now we're just watching some unfortunate souls play Swamp Thing.
Yeah. Alrighty.
This is what
I
we do to
think I'm
relax.
gonna head off to dinner though.
Alright,
So,
thanks, Omni.
good games, everybody. It's fun.
Yep.
Have
Good
a good day.
matches.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
GG's.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna keep going until you guys get bored of playing Swamp Thing.
I'm already bored of
That
it.
will never happen.
I don't want to play this game.
Well, that round
I,
was sad.
I can tolerate some trash, but holy fuck. This.
I
Mecha
think
Richter can keep his title.
it's fine.
Cool. Alright. Well, thanks you guys for being on the show. And thanks K-Mac for showing up and commentating.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
there.
thank you for having me.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All right.
thanks for starting the show back up.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm glad people are still interested in it. Haven't forgotten about it. If anyone wants to be a player on the show or volunteer on the show, go to speedgaming.tv and follow the appropriate links to get in contact with me. You can also email sgl@speedgaming.tv or find me in various places. Feasel0 on Twitter, TSS Break on Twitter, etc. Cool. Well, we'll see you next Thursday, this upcoming Thursday, rather, at 9 p.m. We're doing SGL again. We've got Rockin' Cats is the game. It's going to be pretty good stuff.
Who are the players for that?
Players are... Oh, let me make sure I'm giving you the right answer for this. The players are going to be Reign of Soten, Zyre, the Seawolf, and Nighty.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then we'll be back again next Saturday as well. Next Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The game for that has not been officially released yet, so I can't tell you what the game is going to be for that, but by the end of the day that will be determined for sure. But those players are going to be Mid-Boss, Sets, Hyperzoot, and Razielin. So yeah, good stuff. The first set of new players we're going to have on the show. Yeah, this is going to be just returning players for today's episode and Thursdays. Alright, well thanks all for watching. Everyone enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Cheers.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, everybody.
Thanks.
Good night.
It was fun.
Bye.
Quite interesting.